Oh, do you want to run through? G'day, welcome to Canterbury AFL 2025 Grand Final down here at QE2 Park. My name's Steve Langridge. With me, Just FM and the Canterbury Sport Show host, Leroy Greenaway.
Thank you very much there, Steve. Yeah, it's going to be a great day and great final. Looking forward to it.
It's a beautiful day down here. Not much wind, which is it's quite different for New Brighton.
Well, I would say it might not be wind now, but you never know what's going to happen during the game. 2 hours' time, it could be blowing like a gale. That's what it's like here.
Yeah, that's true. We do have the offshore breeze with the beach only about a kilometre away at New Brighton. So, yeah, come on down to QE2 Park, or if you're joining us around the world or around the country in New Zealand, this is the Canterbury AFL Grand Final where the Blues and the Bulldogs are facing off for about the sixth time. The Blues, as we know, are going for their fourth in a row win. They got the hat trick last year. And the Bulldogs, when was the last time they won? Do we remember?
About 6 years ago now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a while because before the Blues, it was the Eagles.
The Eagles had a couple of years, yeah. And then before that, it was the Bulldogs. I think they won 6 out of 7 with the Cougars. Their only ever win being somewhere in the middle, preventing the four-peat for the Bulldogs to happen.
That's right, yeah. So the Blues just brimming with talent as we get to the preview. And there's some good matchups around the ground, like Pennicott versus Bowden. They're two wily veterans who like the aerial contest. Pennicott playing in defence, Bowden playing further up. Then we have...
I was just going to say there, it's interesting that you say the veterans there, because I'm sure that if you talk to Jake Pennicott, he won't be very interested in talking about the similar age group between him and Buzz, because there's a big gap difference still.
About 15 years, I suppose, yeah. So Buzz's still going around at 45, so... he was playing when I was... Well, he started playing when I was playing back in the 99. So... we also have Johnson and Van Gruding, who are going to be running around in the middle. There's Astridge and Faz, who just love the contest in the middle as well. And of course, you've got the Charlton brothers, and there's a whole lot of great contests to watch on this grand final. But we might we can't do this without our sponsors. And so if we take over and have a look at Kyo Ung's Language Services, who's our major sponsor for today's coverage. And Kyo plays for the Cougars. And some people know him as Simba because he brings that cat, which I think his cat's called Simba.
Yeah, but they call him Simba as well, which I'm not quite sure why they would call him the same as his cat, but hey.
But anyway, Cure can look after multiple languages for interpretation. We also like to thank our sponsors. We have Pulse Energy, who look after our umpires. We have Elite Physiotherapy, where we have the guys coming down to look after the players every week. And thankfully, we've had a bit of rain this year, and therefore we have haven't had many concussions. Geeks on Wheels, who look after the Canterbury AFL women on a Friday, and we'll talk about them in a minute. Matt Louis Photography, Matt Musson, who is been our photographer now for probably nearly 10 years.
It's got to be at least 10 years, because he's been here ever since I started. So,
yep, and he's probably got most of his photos are being used as player profiles on their social medias. So it's great for the players to look back over the day. And also MTF Finance, who are proud sponsors of the league. So next up, we'll have a look at the women's best and fairest. Now, on Fridays... Oh, the umpires, sorry, that we're jumping ahead. The umpires, yeah, I'd like to thank, big shout out to all the umpires who, without the umpires, well, we just wouldn't have a game, Leroy.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. We've got and of course, this is the umpire jersey that we use. And
Pulse Energy,
the sponsor for the umpires. And you'll see, so very distinguishable colour out there for all of them, whether they are boundary or whether they are central umpire. The only thing that we don't have is the goal umpires don't have the uniform yet, but they're in the white, as you'll see during the game.
Yeah, on Monday night we had our awards night down at the Bearley Hotel, and we had the women's best and fairest, And so they play every Friday night at Hagley Park, or last night was their last of their games. And we've got the women's, as you can see there, the table. Emily Brown took out the best and fairest with 7 votes. So fairly convincing winner over Kaylee Tavendale, and also Kelson McCook, and also Emma Edwards, who are all on 4 points. But Emily Brown taking out the best votes there.
The best and fairest. Now, I know in the men's competition it's voted by the umpires after each game. Is the same work with the women as well?
Oh, no, I think it's some others that around the ground that might give the votes, because there's only Becky, the one umpire.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's some of the coaches might give votes as well.
Okay.
So we also have the men's best and fairest votes, and as you can see there on the table, Sam Anderson. He's got a hat trick of the best and fairest votes, the Buzz Award, as we call it. James Bowden, who's played, as we mentioned earlier, since about 1999. The award's named after him. And Sam Anderson from the Eagles picking up 13 votes.
How many times has Buzz won it?
Well, officially he won it in 2006, but that was before it was named the Buzz Award. It was named the Buzz Award in 2011 or 12, yeah. And actually the award is a football that was presented to myself at the Brownlow Medal account over in the AFL in 2011 when I went over there to represent New Zealand. There's a whole bunch of us who had gone through natural events, natural disasters. There was a guy from Japan, a couple of guys from flooded areas in Queensland and places like that. Got to go to the Brownlow, and they gave me a footy. I gave it to the league. We called it the Buzz Award. Yeah, but he's never won it.
He's never called the Buzz Award.
Stefan Van Grooting for the Bulldogs coming in second with 12 votes, and Jay Johnson for the Blues coming in on 10 points. Now, interestingly enough, Jay Johnson also picked up the Players Player Award, which was voted on by the players, and also the Coaches Award. So each week, the 2 coaches give a 3-2-1 of players who are on the field for either team. And Jay Johnson, I think, was convincing very well there that he won the Coaches Award.
Are you surprised to see those 2 names, though, in the running? I mean, they might not have won this year, but Stefan Van Grooting and Jay Johnson, you expect them to be up there every year, just about.
Correct, they do. I mean, they have dominated the middle of these on these games a lot. But Jay Johnson, I think he's well into his 30s. He's high 30s, I'd say. So yeah, great to see him still running around. And oh yes, and there you go. There's a Sam Anderson from the Eagles, CAFL's men's best and fairest, and the 3rd time winner in a row. Sam Anderson from the Mid-Canterbury Eagles. So unfortunately they didn't get past the Bulldogs last week in the semi-final.
Very tight game, but they just couldn't. The Bulldogs had enough pretty much from half-time onwards just to hold them out.
That's right. So we're now going to go to the CAFL Team of the Year, which is the team chosen by coaches and a few of the committee. And they've chosen players in their positions. So this would be a cracking Canterbury Cobras team if they take on one of the other provinces. Hopefully they will in the future.
It'd be great. It'd be great to be able to have a Canterbury versus Wellington, Auckland,
yep.
Even maybe the Queenstown, because we've had a few games down in Queenstown from time to time.
Yes.
Hopefully they've got something up and running down there.
Yep, that's right. And as you can see, Jay Johnson as vice captain playing in the middle with Sam Anderson, who won the Brownlow, and also Stefan Van Grooting, who was the runner-up in the awards. So what a team. That would be a great team. Now, Alistair Maisie was here just before. He's the communications manager for the AFL New Zealand, and we interviewed him earlier. They're looking to bring the NPC back. You heard it here first, ladies and gents. The NPC's coming back, according to Alistair Maisie, so we're going to hold it to him.
Is this? I know they've got some assistants from over in Australia to run AFL in New Zealand. So has that been the their input as well was promoting it, or where does that come from? Because suddenly, we had the Premier League and no interprovincial stuff, but now...
Oh, well, the provinces have called for it for many, many years. So, yeah, it's it's good to see that the NPC is coming back. Now, we might cross now to the players, and I'll get you to do that, Leroy. If you could name the Blues lineup over there.
Yep, the Blues lineup. We've got, in the back line, we've got CJ Miller, Matt Little, Matt Johansson, Dan Oliver, Connor Allnut and Joe Harpy. In the midfield, we've got James O'Brien, Sean Butler and Casper Hayes. And we've got, in the forwards, we've got Kieran Charlton, Jonty Gallagher, Josh Charlton, Dan Benny, Billy Hope and James Bowden. Of course, our three floaters around the middle who seem to do everything in a game. Dan Howie, Dan Farrar and Jay Johnson for the Blues. On the bench, we've got Adam Mathewson, Joel Maguire, Jared Court, Jordan Hyde, DJ Kilden and Stephen Yates. And the interesting thing in there is they've got Jared Court on the bench to start with. He's been a captain of the Blues, let alone, a strong performer for them. And it'll be interesting to see what his impact is when he comes on, because he's got a pretty good boot on him.
Well, this is it. It shows the depth, and that's what Lecky said earlier about the depth of the squad now. That the old fella, Cordy, he's probably late 30s,
resting out a little bit now, is he?
Yeah. He could be like Lockie Neal from Brisbane. They just bench him until the half time, and then he just comes out and amazes everyone with his 60-metre kicks.
All right, the Bulldogs.
Go to the Bulldogs now.
Right, we've got on defence, we've got Elijah Firth, Jack Panicat, Robbie Wilson, Aaron Arnold, Rory Duff, and Clancy Pickering. In the midfield, we've got Jared Kleiman, Jaden Astridge, Jared Percival, Caleb McPherson, Max Hammett and Stefan Van Grooting. I suppose we've got three of those will be floaters, just like they have in the Blues. In the forwards, David Cook, Matthew Ward, Nick Bewley, Oren Seddon, Tom Christen and Caden Lewis. And on the interchange, we've got Zane Carey, Jonty Hall, Theo Wolfhagen, David Schaefer, Tim Thorne. And there's another one on the bench that I would have thought would have been starting too. Tim Thorne, very strong defensively as well for the Bulldogs.
Yes, but probably can't run out a whole game given his frame.
A few injuries have probably prevented him from being able to do that. Yeah.
He's, what do they call him, the super sub. He could come out and be explosive for 5 minutes and then have a rest. No, it's good to see. Good to see. Well, yeah. Oh, sorry, did you get through them all?
Yeah, got through them all.
Oh, excellent.
The interesting thing there, of course, one of their the Bulldogs players who are regularly in their team, not available because of injury, being Garrett Beck. He would normally be in there pretty much for the whole game too, wouldn't he?
Yeah, this is it. Yes, they have had a few injuries, the Bulldogs. So, but it's good to see Jaden Astridge back, playing in the middle. Max Hammett, always dangerous in the middle. And Stefan Van Grooting, obviously the runner-up.
And Stefan Van Grooting, I think he missed last year's final, if I remember rightly, because he was one of those who got injured late in the season too. So that will make the Bulldogs a lot stronger. Plus, they played last week. The Blues have had 3 weeks off. What's that going to be doing to the Blues, their fitness? Is it up to it? Yeah.
They must be very relaxed. I mean, they did come down last week and set up behind the goals. But that happened to the Bulldogs
last year.
They started off very slow, didn't they? They didn't wake up for till quarter time.
Although I did get told one thing relating to the Bulldogs last year. Their coach left, as we remember last year. He left about 2 weeks before the end of the season.
Yep.
And the stand-in substitute, which is our now president, Lockie Keating, he took over, and he said he wasn't told until a couple of days beforehand that he was without two players who'd gone over to Australia. So,
that's right. Yes, they'd gone back to Australia. They had been studying in Lincoln, and it looks like they've had the coin toss. The players are still going through their final warm-ups or final addresses by the coaches. We've got Matt Corley, head umpire in the middle. Hopefully he'll bounce the ball.
He always tries to bounce the ball at the beginning of a half.
Yeah.
And the problem is whether he does it correctly or not, because, if it goes skewed, he'll have to do it by throwing it up afterwards as a restart.
Yes. We also have Adrian,
Young.
Adrian Young, not so young anymore. Young by name, not
young by nature, probably, yeah. He's a Mid-Canterbury Eagles player as well. We need to mention that, and he has been umpiring along the same time as playing for the last 10 years as well. He's been doing both jobs, and now he's getting a chance to have a run in the centre for the final, which I think this will be his first one, isn't it, is in the final?
Well, first one for a long time, yeah, because he's either been playing or running boundary or running Auckland marathons. He's very active, our Adrian. He goes to a lot of concerts and a lot of marathons around the world. And so also out there, we've got Adam Jinx Clark from the Cougars running the boundary. We've got Jack McNulty.
Yeah, McNulty, yes.
McNulty. And also we've got Henry over there. Where is Terry?
Terry is doing scoreboard as far as I'm aware. I think somebody else is supposed to be doing this.
You?
No. Well,
no, you're subbed out, mate.
I've been subbed out.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing in an email from our president saying he had two people doing the... and one of them was Jinxie, and I can't remember who the other one was who was supposed to be doing the boundary. Yeah. Jinxie won't be happy to run the whole length of the boundary all by himself.
Oh, I know. Well, to be fair, that this probably half of the ground doesn't get to see as many throw-ins.
It depends on whether there's wind, of course, and you said that there wasn't a lot. There isn't a lot, although just feeling it now, there's a bit of a pickup, which is interesting. Are we going to have the breeze start just as the game is about to start?
Yeah, this is it. The easterly. Good old easterly blowing in. But here we see all the players coming into the middle. We've got in the ruck, it looks like we've got Sauce for the Bulldogs, Charlton for the Blues. Which Charlton would it be? Kieran, probably?
Kieran in the middle, usually.
Kieran. We've got Josh Charlton. I wonder if Liam Charlton is also playing. Yes, Liam's on the half-back flank, it looks like. So it looks like the Blues. No, it's the Sauce comes away with the ball to start with, and there's a bit of a melee as Stefan gets
that
dragged
didn't take
to the
long
ground.
before the umpire blew the whistle and said we'll have a ball up.
I didn't see the bounce. It was a good bounce.
Must have been.
got cranky. Well done, Corley. Good bounce in the middle. Players tapped the ball around. Corley gets the ball out. Not Corley, the umpire. It's Charlton, sorry. And Buzz gets a middle touch. And all the players come crashing through. Mad Dog just busts through, but Buzz gets his first kick into the pocket, punched away over the bounds, and Jack gets his first throw in. So good defence there from the Bulldogs to start with.
I wonder if they have a sweep at the beginning of the game to see which one of them is going to have who's going to be first to have the ball up.
Oh, who's going to kick the first goal?
Yeah, well, that's another one that we could have. Yeah, yes. Definitely.
Johnson gets a kick. Looks like it's Faz. Kicks it into the centre half forward. Big comes. Oh, big Dan Howie. What a great grab. Put his knee into, it looks like Ed. And Dan Howie, driving up from Dunedin most weeks, takes a good hanger of a mark. He's going to go back about 30 metres out on a bit of an angle.
So here we go. We're going to see our first attempt at goal in our grand final 2025. And here we go. Dan Howie comes in with his kick. A bit of a dance as he comes in with the big up in the air. And what do we got from the umpires? It looks pretty good. And yes, the signal from the umpires say it's a goal. And Blues on board first up. 6-0.
There you go. 1 goal, 6. Good mark there from Dan. The ball came bouncing around, a few taps there. The ball came out of bounds.
Yeah, it bobbled a little bit there. I just wonder whether he managed. He didn't quite get it cleanly, but obviously he did it enough to prevent the Bulldogs from touching it. So the clear shot.
Now, once again, we've got the third and fourth teams supporting the game behind the goals. It's good to see. We'll get into them a little bit later. But Charlton gets the ball down to Johnson. Dragged to the ground by Sauce, but doesn't quite get it away. The Bulldogs have it, and the Bulldogs drop down, but it's going to go as far as the Blues. Faz picks it up. He dances through a couple of Bulldogs, helicopters the ball towards our wing. We're going to get a good look at this. Jimmy O'Brien grabs the ball. He looks out. Oh, sidesteps some damage there from Jaden. Kicks it inboard, gets it back onto the first kick there from Dan Oliver, the import from Australia. And on to Jonty Gallagher. He was Rookie of the Year. He doesn't muck around, but he's going wide over to Sean Butler, who's also another damaging name for the Blues. And he's going to put it back inside the hot spot. No, goes over Jonty's head. He can't quite grab. And the ball goes down. Comes out now. And it's going to go across to the boundary line.
Kick downfield. And it's going to be
out of bounds.
That didn't take long before we went out of bounds over there. So Henry gets his first throw in. And who we got in terms of the ball up?
Bulldogs have it. Comes down. Steph around the corner.
So a nice little wee chip shot into the centre there, and lining it up for trying to get it into a position to take a goal shot.
Oh,
and no, that's a low kick. That's not going to be very good. Yeah, there'll be too many goals scored from those sorts of things, and this one's gone into the centre, but the Blues are tidying that up from the back of the field there, and a clearance to another one of his players. It's one of the Charlton boys, isn't it? That's got the ball downfield a bit further.
Over the heads.
Yeah.
Over the heads.
There's a bit of a pushing going on there. I just wonder whether it was seen because the Blues player got pushed out of the way there.
They're just holding off the ball there. They're not going in hard for the ball. They're a bit, both teams were just trying to punch the ball clear to get a clear ball. So hopefully they don't rely on that too much, because the team who wants the ball more is going to reap the benefits. And we found a free kick. So call the Blues. Looks like it's Buzz. Some indiscretion against him. Blues
how often do you see that sort of thing? Buzz, with his several years of playing, he always knows how to get himself into a position where he can get a free kick because somebody's done something wrong.
Yeah, good. Mark Johnson on to Charlton. Charlton into the hot spot, way over their heads. It's Pennicott as a fullback. Oh, it's bounced. No.
And it's gone in for a one behind for the Blues. Pennicott. And Pennicott clears it for the Bulldogs. Oh, that's not again, it wasn't clearly to the player. It's just a little bit scrappy from the Bulldogs early on, isn't it? They're not getting the clearance that they need to. Another whack out by Pennicott to try and get the ball away from the goal area, and it's gone out of bounds.
Yeah, so the Bulldogs are up against it here. It's in their 50, probably about 30 metres from goal. But they've got to get their hands on the ball, and they've got to get it down to their forwards. But at the moment, it's only being played in the first half of the Bulldogs. Here comes Cookie. He slams it on the boot, punches it back into the centre of the ground. But Matai is basically smothered by Blues, and a good Blues player puts his head down and tries to walk through the pack, but it's not going to be, and he's going to get a ball up on the half-forward line for the Blues.
So just another ball up from umpire Corley. And one of the Charlton boys getting up and whacking the ball back to one of his team and kicked upfield. Again, the Blues are trying to get themselves into a position early on, and the Bulldogs struggling to clear it. They do have the ball now, but they weren't able to clear it there either.
And then Buzz stops the right, walks through, grabs the ball, but doesn't quite, loses the ball, comes back down to another Blues player. Bulldogs have it. Scrappy play over there on the far wing. Buzz now slams the foot on the boot on the foot. The ball on the foot.
Down through to Dan Benny. Dan Benny now.
The leading goal kicker for the year. Dan Benny. Leading out.
Do you know how many he's got this year?
He had, don't ask me that question.
Oh, sorry, Steve. Anyway, here he goes with the kick in. He's going for another one anyway. And how does that look? Looks good. And it's a goal.
They get around
it. There we go. Two goals to the Blues early on, giving them a 12-0 lead, 2-0.
About 30 metres out and on a slight angle. So Dan Benny knows how to find those big sticks.
And he has the whole time he's been playing AFL for the Blues, which is, it must be about 8 years now he's been playing for the Blues. And he's always been able to find the centre of the goal whenever he gets the opportunity.
Yes. Now we found our last umpire.
Last umpire has arrived, yes.
It might be Louis Voisson, our Frenchman.
Now that time the Bulldogs get a hit from the centre pass. And that's another one of those low kicks. They're not getting the ball into the into the forwards of the Bulldogs very clearly. The Bulldogs
Here comes
there.
the Bulldogs.
Yeah, this one's a better kick, and is that
it's going to be cut off there by the Blues.
is that Tim Thorne over there on now?
Yes, Tim Thorne's standing on the mark. But,
So he's going for his 5-minute burst.
Yes. Time to bring on the super sub. As the Bulldogs ball goes over the top, flicks out the middle
And
now.
out of bounds.
Boundary beats everybody. Yeah, so yeah, a bit scrappy play, and we just need to tidy up their entries into the forward line to see them get a score on the board.
And it's 2 goals, 1-13 to the Blues, and the Bulldogs haven't got a point on the board, and they haven't looked like getting one yet.
Oh, ran too far, Faz. Ball's going to come back.
Oh, how many travelling penalties have we seen the last 2 or 3 weeks of games? There's been a number.
Yeah.
They forget that they've got to get rid of it before 15 metres is up.
Rule of the week. They decided to bring in rule of the week and tighten up. Matthias gets over the shoulder. Oh, that's a throw if I've ever seen one. And it's Adrian.
He's called it, yes.
Yep, he's called it. Oh, no. No, he's going to the Bulldogs. Oh, he must have been high. Mad Dog, muck around. He goes into the forward line, puts it in front of Matthias. He can't quite grab it. Big number 13. Oh, he runs into his own player. The man of steel blocks his own player, and he pumps it back down into the forward line. Joe Harpy now. Oh, he's taken him on. He's taken on another one. He's gone.
Yeah, he had plenty of opportunity to get that. He got the ball, and then instead of doing anything with it, he went straight to the Bulldogs players, and 3 of them wrapped him up. No way he's going to get rid of that.
Kleinman now pumps it into the half-forward line. Matthias back pedals. Can't quite get it. The pack forms. Here comes big Tim Thorne. Tim slams the boot into this man, though. CJ off the ground. Pumps the ball back down to the half-forward line. Charlton, he tries to collect. Some good shepherding there off the ball from the Blues. More shepherding, and the ball comes back down the wing. Oh, nice mark. Is that Jonty again? I think it is. Jonty Gallagher, the rookie of the year.
He's done well. And another
That's
big
a
kick
50,
too.
Yeah. He ran into him when he was taking his kick, and he ran into his protected zone, giving away the 50. That's a silly penalty.
And this is going to make it 3 goals for the Blues unless something weird happens, because that is very kickable. It must be, 25 metres out where the defence
So rookie
is
of
standing.
the year, Jonty.
So here we go. So Jonty Gallagher is going to line it up for the Blues. 3rd goal for him, and there he goes with the kick. How's it look? And yes, scored by the goal umpire there. So 3 goals, 1-0. That's 19-0, and a big lead for the Blues already. So now this is the question we're going to ask. If they get out to this sort of lead and the Bulldogs try to come back hoping that fitness is going to hold, that's the question that they'll be asking, because they need to get themselves back into this game very quickly. Yeah. 19 down already.
Yep, they need to score.
Okay, so Adrian Young's going to do the ball up in the centre to restart the match, and again we've got
over the back. Howie across the front. Ball comes down, bounces around. Leg gets picked up, and Stefan tries to punch the ball out. Sauce gets thrown the ball away. Yeah, he's threw the ball away, no attempt. And Blues then don't muck around. Butler into the middle to his teammate Johnson. He comes back through, looking for something. Plays on, kicks the ball to the half-forward line. It's going over the back.
They've gone through to the Bulldogs.
Yep,
and they've kicked it wide. And this is...
Oh, it's gone, sir. That was a good tackle.
Alistair Collins there with the tackle, and he gets the penalty. So one of the Charltons there has the fence down.
Oren Seddon stands tall under the mark in front of John Johansson. He's going to go inside, but a mongrel punt to his teammate Bewley. Bewley's met with a sandwich.
But yeah, there was three Blues players around him, and there was no way he was going to get away with that.
Seddon now takes the ball, and Johansson looking around. So Seddon. Now, he's going to not go straight down the guts. He's going to go cross field. That's a good mark. Out in the wing. He now wheels and goes straight into the middle. And it's a big, long kick, and it's over their heads. And that's a great goal.
Great goal there. So the Bulldogs have got themselves on the board now, 19-6.
And was that Alistair coming out? Was it AC again?
Yeah, that's a good
question.
Was
it JP? No, I think it was JP.
Well,
picked
I was
that
going to
up.
ask the question, why would you kick wide instead of putting it down into the middle? But he's just answered that by kicking that goal.
That's correct. Yeah. Switch play, get it across, and get a bit more clear air for a player like that to run through and kick a 60-metre goal. Well
Another
done.
restart, and
Mad
again,
Dog going back.
Caleb McPherson there with the great take.
Oh, shoveled under the ball there by Butler. Blues come away with it with CJ. CJ pumps the ball onto his foot down the wing. Bouncing around there for the Bulldogs. Pick it up first though. Handball over the top. Going to be met with a bit of competition there for the ball. And the Blues now coming. No, the ball's gone. It's for the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs complaining that the penalty's been awarded to them, but before the penalty went, the Blues are complaining that it wasn't being awarded. Funny that.
Make up your minds. Ball into a melee, but Seddon comes away. Oh, Astridge can't quite get the ball.
Not quite able to.
Oh, here comes Connor without his blue hair this year. Connor gets the ball into the middle to Charlton. Nice juggling mark. He's not mucking around. He's going to play on, have a bounce. Here comes Benny again for his second goal. He pops it up. I think it's wide.
Yeah, it is. So another behind. So they're going to 20. Oh, no. Is it wide and completely? It hasn't even gone for a behind. It's going to be wide of the goal, behind goal. So it's still 19-6 there, and the clearance by the Bulldogs.
Yeah. Pennicott, huge punt, 60 metres up the chain. Matai can't quite grab it. Blues do, though, and they pump it back into their 50. But, here goes Johnny Gallagher. He doesn't quite grab it. Comes down to a Blues, into the hot spot for them.
It's loose there.
Charlton
and straight
on the back.
for Charlton.
And Charlton.
And he gets the goal. So what they missed before, they've got now.
Charlton picks the pocket of everybody, and easy goal out the back. Is it the youngest brother? Oh, no, that's one of the older ones.
Kieran there, which got the goal. So that makes it 25-6 there. So we're back to that 19-point lead for the Blues. So 25-6. And another restart from the centre. And it's been pretty much all the Blues so far in this quarter. There's only been glimpses from the Bulldogs where they got that goal and a couple other things. Here we go, another kick downfield by the Bulldogs. Tim Thorne going for the ball, drops it. The Blues are covering it there, and CJ Kilden clearing it downfield down to about just short of the halfway area, wide of the field. And the Bulldogs pick that up, and it's charged down. Who was that charged? One of the Charltons that charged it down.
Stephen goes in hard, but so does Butler, and they drag him to the ground. Nice Blues sandwich there. I think Buzz was on the end of that. He put him to the ground, put him to the sword, and it's going to be a ball up on the middle of the wing on the far side. We've got this softer grass on this side, but they don't like to play on here. I don't know why.
Yeah. That's why I say, has the wind picked up?
Baz off his left. Nice little touch there. Over to the big fella. Stephen Yatesy pumps the ball right up into the hot spot. Billy Hope? No. No hope, Billy.
There's that Pennicott in there getting in the way yet again. And he does that a lot for the Bulldogs. Half the reason why the Bulldogs have been doing so well in the last couple of years is his defence.
Yep. No, he's very good, Pennicott. He's certainly won the game for them against the Eagles last week in the semi-final with his sweeping defence.
Yeah, because they had no attack last week in the second half at all.
They just stopped scoring, didn't they? Yeah, the Eagles came back and back and back. They were unlucky not to pip them. But Astridge now comes in with an easy chest mark on the half-forward line. He stuffed the handball up, but he picks it up. And he just slams it into the middle. There's a lot of real estate there for sale in the middle. Here comes Seddon. Pick up the ball, Seddon. He tries it. Johansson tries to wrap him up. Stefan picks the ball up. He tries to get away. He does. Gets it onto his left. Pumps it into the arms of Matai Ward. He's going to play on. He's going to dribble the ball.
And it's in. And
he's going to dribble the ball.
Another goal to the Bulldogs. It's 2 goals for them, 12. But they're still behind. 25-12. The score at the moment for the Blues. So we must be approaching the end of the quarter now. How much have we got left of time in the quarter? Because
just under 3 minutes there.
Just under 3 minutes. So, yeah, that still could be another couple of goals yet in that 3 minutes.
Yeah. So, the Bulldogs got to stay in touch. Probably get another goal. They don't want to let the Blues get another goal this quarter.
Yeah, we want to make sure that Jason Beck, who's the water boy for the Bulldogs, gets out of the square before the ball up because they're going to be a penalty anyway.
Who's that? Who was that?
Bulldogs get the kick.
Righto.
Yeah, Bulldogs get the kick. So one of the Blues
Ruckman,
encroaching the line out of the box there, which of course other than the 4 going for the ball in the middle there, nobody is supposed to be even on the line. So just a short little kick there
Max.
by the Bulldogs.
Okay, ball pops back down. Faz picks up the ball here. He's wrapped up immediately. And the ball falls down the half-forward line. And here comes Steph. Steph pumps the ball into the hot spot for the Bulldogs. And Tim Thorne can't quite take. But the ball comes out now for the Blues. Butler, he wheels. And he looks in stops and props. And then handballs over to his teammate.
Towards the goal line.
Run under the marquee and have a cup of tea.
Yeah, they've gone wide. And too wide.
Too wide, they say.
Yeah. So they're setting up there. They've got a whole lot of seats over there. Maybe they wanted to join them.
It's the Blues cheer squad, I think. So the ball comes down, dribbles back into our favourite pocket, which always gets a lot of work out there for the boundary umpire generally. Do you ever work that boundary umpire?
I used to work it up till a couple of years. Last year and this year, the only 2 years that I haven't done that corner. Usually I do that corner. But when
shoulders worn out?
No, actually it wasn't the shoulder, it was the elbow.
Oh.
I tore an elbow. And
throwing the ball in?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So I that's why I don't do that corner at the moment, because I had a torn tendon in the elbow.
Oh, Jonty again comes with the ball. Oh, he's got a prodigious boot and he pumps it into the high end of the 50. Mad Dog under it, doesn't quite get it.
Charlton with a kick, and how's that looks like it's wide,
and
we get a put behind. We do. So one more point for the Blues.
So if you can see now, the looks like it's the Eagles down there in dress up, in drag. Eagles down there, and it looks like we've got the Cougars at the other end, a bit more casual. So good to see the third and fourth teams supporting the grand final today.
Well, if they were in the final, they'd expect the other teams to come down here, so I think that's fair enough too, that they come down and watch.
Great. Oh, look out. Corley's found something.
Oh, what is that?
We're talking about the off-field entertainment, and we're... oh, look out, there's a conference. Corley and Adrian, they're going to have a word. There's some decision to be made.
Didn't see what happened there. I just wonder whether... we're going to go back to a restart.
What was wrong with that start?
I don't know what happened. Anyway, we're going to have a restart, and the Bulldogs clear it from in their goal box, and 3 or 4 of them from the 2 from each side, and it's gone out of bounds. But the two players each side, they're going for the ball at the same time, and none of them got it.
So ball in. Oh, yep,
just on quarter time too. So there we go. The Blues, they do have a lead. The Bulldogs have fought back after a pretty sluggish, slow start there. And the Blues getting out to a 19-point lead very early on. And just the last 5 minutes there, the Bulldogs coming back into it to be behind at the first quarter by the 13 points, 4-2. Is it 4-1? 4-2?
4-2.
Yeah, this is 4-2, so 14 points. 4-2-26 to 2-0-12.
Well, you did really well in your 6 times tables when you were at school.
Try to.
Quick, fast maths, quick. Yeah, no, 4-2, 26, 2 goals, 12 to the Bulldogs. So, yeah, what do we got? 14 points in it. What do we think?
Definitely, from my point of view, I think the Blues dominated that quarter more, for longer than the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs, as I said, the last 5 minutes coming back into it, but it was certainly the quarter lead belonging to the Blues because they had more of the ball, and yes, they deserve to have that lead. The Bulldogs need to get into it a little bit more, and certainly their passing and their kicking hasn't been 100% so far yet in this game. It's early on. We don't know what's going to happen now.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. We did see some good passages of play coming through the middle for the Bulldogs in the middle, straight up, for that, the goal that they got. But the Blues' defence has been very strong. They've got, great, names across all the lines and great talent, and they've been able to show that they can repel the Bulldogs' forward play. It doesn't seem to be as well structured as you probably would like. Whereas the Blues scoring, it seems a bit Richmond-like. It seems a little bit more sporadic, crazy football, get the ball down there, something's going to happen, Dan Benny's going to mark it, Jonty Gallagher's killing it in the middle. He's bombing the ball in there. Charlton is always dangerous around the packs.
And don't forget the first goal scorer, Dan Howie, from that fantastic mark that he took too, for, under pressure and, having the ball bobble around, but he still managed to take it without any of the opposition touching.
It looked like he plucked it out of the guy's hands, because he did ride up with his knee, and the guy had it in front, but it's almost like he lifted it just before the other guy got it. And he's got a good strong body about him, Dan, but great commitment. He drives up from Dunedin every week to play for the Blues. So he also played for the Canterbury Saints when the premiership was running a couple of years ago. So great to see Dan Howie on the board. And looking so good so far. The breeze is not too bad. Not too bad.
The other, you talk about coming up from Otago. I mean, a couple of years ago we had 3 or 4 players coming up from Otago playing in our competition, and that's really great. And of course Dan Benny coming across from the West Coast as well. So some of these guys, they do a lot of travelling to get here to play these games, and we need to, commend them for doing this. That's how keen they are on the game.
Sean Butler flies in from the Coromandel. So he flies in from Tauranga.
We wouldn't get too many games of footy
up there. He plays for the Waitakere Magpies as well on a Sunday. He's double dipping.
He's up and down in a day.
That's why you'll see, we got the players to the Blues, especially, to send us in some interesting information about their players. And last year I did make the comment when I found out that Sean Butler was also playing in the Auckland League, that he was a mercenary. And so it was funny to see that they actually called him Sean the Mercenary Butler. 2013, James Bowden medal winner, long-serving Blues, returned to 24 after a long absence, has been regular, and obviously travels from the Coromandel. Hopefully flies out of Tauranga and not out of Auckland. But
I don't know. He might do, because if he's playing for the Waitakere Rangers on the Sunday, does he want to actually be too far away from all?
True. Yeah, this is right. So hopefully he's flying in and out of Auckland, so he can. And he did have I think it was last year, there was controversy whether or not he was going to play, because he hadn't played his 3. You've got to play 3 games through the regular season to get a spot in the finals.
That's one of our rules here at CAFL. You've got to play 3 of the round robin matches. You get 9 chances to play 3 games.
Yeah, this is it. But he did have a baby, so family first, and he couldn't quite make those 3 games.
So he didn't get compensation for other issues that prevented him from doing it.
No, that's right. So the boys making their way back out to the middle for the start of the second quarter. But some other interesting facts. We got from about Dan Faz Farrar was he's been a Buzz medal winner 21 and 22, 6 best and fairest votes in 3 appearances in his 25 return. He sat out last year. He's from Western Australia, and the family link, succulent Chinese meal guy, is his uncle. What? Do you know succulent Chinese guy?
A succulent Chinese meal?
I'm glad you know what's going on. Succulent Chinese meal.
I don't know that one either, so I'm glad somebody along here in the commentary box does. All right, restart.
Thanks to Will
Quarter 2,
for putting those
Adrian
together.
Young, ball up in the air. And again, the contest, Mad Dog.
Jay, Faz. That's the guy. Succulent Chinese meal guy. And anyway, Mad Dog punches the ball on the ground, but it only comes far as Charlton. Charlton on the half-forward line for the Blues. Crashes into Tom. Here comes Astrid.
Kicks downfield for it to be taken, unfortunately for them, by the Blues. And that's Butler, who puts it up in the air and coming down just about halfway
Astrid
there.
Is in front of Jonty. Yates doesn't quite manage. Blues, Bulldogs come away with it. In the middle is Max. Max fumbles his lines.
And he's lost it. Back to the Blues again, who kick it downfield into the goal area, but again, not to one of his players. So scrappy start already in this quarter. As it's now cleared downfield. And again, looks like we might have a ball up here. Yes, it's rather an unusual position here. It took a while for the umpires to blow that.
But they were sitting on Buzz's head there for a second. I don't know where that came from.
He's lost the ball too.
Max underneath,
kicked downfield by the Bulldogs.
Line, into the forward 50 now. As the Blues come away with it back to the half-forward line. Hey! Hey!
Right, centre field area again for the play. And we've got the Bulldogs sort of got the ball. It's very, very scrappy in there, and eventually the whistle is
Must
gone.
be hard. There's dust kicking up over on that side. Bulldogs come away. Into the 50 they go.
Well, you live in this area. Have you had much rain in the last week?
Yeah, we have. Well, not in the last week, but we had our share. It
Oh,
also has been blowing a
It's
gale,
probably
so.
on that strip that goes through the middle of the field. That
bike track.
the bike track. Yeah, it's probably come from there.
Ball throws in, down into the pocket. Tom hits it towards boundary line, but
And out
it's
again.
going to beat them. Yeah. No, we haven't had. We've had good rain because we've still got nice grass coverage. Previous years, it's been hard as rocks and lots of concussions, unfortunately.
Do you know whether they water this or not?
No.
No. Okay.
know.
So Bulldogs kick downfield. That's a nice kick, but it's not to one of the Bulldogs players again.
No,
Blues,
Bulldogs now.
Bulldogs got the ball now and trying to kick it downfield, but it's gone short to.
Ooh, misses the ball. Comes down to Matai. Matai picks up and snakes it
dribbles
in. Matai
Yes, a
Ward.
goal. No, off one of the Blues. It's only going to be 1 point.
Okay. So
Blues
now
clear it.
comes over the Charlton
Down to
brothers
Charlton.
on the wing. Charlton looks up to see his teammates rushing forward. It's Jonty. He's going to kick it into fresh air, but Jonty goes over his head. Sauce looking around to see where the big fella is. He gets caught off the ball, but Cocky don't muck around and wraps him up. No Pryor though. He was just sitting there waiting for him.
That's a shame, really, because I thought that actually might have been a prior position for them to take it, but no.
Tom comes down to Faz.
All
Faz is able to get the ball off into the pocket for the Blues. And Courtney!
Oh, he missed it too.
Jared Court's come on. We talked earlier about him starting on the bench. He's come on to the forward line.
And how many times have we seen him come onto the forward line for the Blues this season, stun the opposition and kick a 50 or 60 metre goal?
Yeah. Well, why is he playing in full forward? He should be playing up the field because he can kick that far. Although his legs are getting aged.
Yeah, he doesn't want too far. He
He
doesn't want that far to run. He just wants to be able to kick it. He'll kick it from anywhere.
You don't want to pull a hammy. All right, so we've got a ball up deep in the Blues
Yeah, that's only about 10 metres out. That.
forward. Tom and Jonty, and just no one's getting through there.
Again.
And it's
You're
going
gonna
to be
have
another.
Oh,
It's pushing
no.
it back. It's going to the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs get out of
Get a
jail
chance to
here.
clear it.
They're going to have a kick. He's going to handball though in a dangerous spot. Another handball, but AC gets the ball up onto the half forward line, and it goes. He almost had it, and CJ collected it, but got wrapped up immediately. So we're going to ball it up there on the half back
That I
line.
agree with. He had no chance to get rid of that ball because as soon as he got it, he got the player as well.
Yep. Big Tom gets the ball down for the Bulldogs. Nice little work there, Elijah. Elijah hears the call, but Johnson stands in the way. He gets trapped. Butler now
Little
comes
pass.
in. Oh no, it's DJ. DJ just pumps the ball down into the pocket.
Is it going to stay in field?
No.
No, not quite. Just looks like it's going to be a ball up. But we're not far from the scoring line for the Blues. That's a nice little throw up by the boundary umpire, but looks like it's going to go out again.
So good crowd here down at the Ascot Park. We've probably got around about 3,000 or 4,000 or 100 or 10s.
30 or 40? Yeah.
30 or 40 something. But Buzz has a crack at goal, but misses.
And a 1 point. So another point for the Blues. And I've lost actually touch in terms of the scoring. I think that's one behind each in this quarter, is it?
Yeah, so far. And they pump it up. Butler pumps it up into the wing. He goes up with one arm, doesn't drag it in. The ball comes down into the forward pocket for the Blues. The ball gets pinged around. There's a pull off the pack. And gets missed by the umpire, but he's going to ball it up. Oh no, he has called it late. So another Bulldogs free kick deep in the forward line for the Blues, and he just pumps it up into the easy mark there for Tom, who is going to kick from inside the 50 for the Blues. He pumps it up the wing and falls into, he just gets punched big time towards the Portaloo. And as the Bulldogs
Yeah,
try to
spun
collect,
back, so it prevented it from going out. It looked like it was heading out, but we got a penalty anyway for the Blues. So they're about, well, what are they about? Just
Long
outside
way.
the 50.
oh,
And,
that was
nice
an easy mark,
kick
chest
and,
mark. Nice high chest mark. I think he's 6'4", this Jonty, so he...
Yeah, that's one thing I was going to ask you. The height, usually when you've got teams where you have...
He's given
some
away
height-
a 50, sorry.
It's
He
about-
has.
Yes, he has. It's gone in.
Moving
But they
around on
make
the
it
mark.
easy.
And I
We've got
think-
players who are in that 6'4" plus range. We don't have too many of them in our competition, but they do stand out in terms of being able to put them into a position to take the ball. And it's the ones who actually
he's got a gimme here.
can move are the better players. And, well, that was a low kick. How come
No one was there. No one bothered to stand the mark.
They could have stopped that if they were there.
Oh, no, yeah, that's why he kicked it so low, probably. Here comes Louis. No, Adrian's
All right.
going to take the ball. So the scores
5-3.
move on.
5-3-33 to 2-1-13.
20 points to the Blues. And once again, they're going to be playing catch-up. So Big Tom gets the ruck. Nice work there for Max, but he gets dragged after the... Yep, nice free kick there for Max. He doesn't have the ball. Max looking around. What's he going to do? He looks up to see his players streaming towards him. Astridge gets ignored. He goes over the back. Oh! And he goes into Dan Oliver. So Dan Oliver pumps the ball back and finds Joe Harpy on the far wing. Joe Harpy plays on, goes from one foot to the other and gets it down to the half-forward line. Ball backspins again, and for Billy Hope. Billy gets it back over to Faz. Faz to Billy again. Hope, now this time indoors, and Butler finds his way with the ball.
Back
Here
to
comes
Farah.
Farah, and he gets the ball into the hot spot for Cordy.
Oh, he didn't quite get it. He's got...
Charlton. He's onto it now. Charlton wheels, but pushes off. Nice fen. 2 fens. Gets the ball on the
Chip up.
left and finds Billy, who plays on. Tight in the pocket. Should
Only
have
one.
gone back.
Only one.
Should have
No.
gone back and had a clean shot.
34-13.
So in with the kick. Massive kick. Goes to spiral. Goes 60-70.
Yeah, Pennicott not back at the back this
Here
time.
goes Charlton again.
Yeah, another Charlton.
Charlton onto his left.
Now Pennicott's there now, and he's
Oh, yeah. Good work
Blocking.
in D.
blocking there, which good. He's running, preventing the Blues player from getting in the way. It's a chance now for the Bulldogs to clear again, but not the same kick that Pennicott has there from Elijah. He needs a little bit more distance to try and clear it out of that circle area, because we're just going no more than about 10 metres outside the circle, and of course that's putting them still under pressure.
Yes, totally. So they're over in our favourite pocket where Henry likes to throw the ball in because he gets plenty of action. And it's around about just 60 metres out from the Blues' goals. As Charlton now in the ruck, and Faz jumps the ball off. Oh, it comes
over.
down. Nice work to Dan Oliver, who gets dragged.
From behind, no warning from his teammate
Yeah,
to get rid of
very
it.
good. Good tackle there from Mad Dog. Loves a tackle, Mad Dog. Pumps the ball, cross face of
Crossfield
goal.
to Astridge.
And it goes to Elijah, actually.
Elijah,
Elijah
yes.
gets
That's
speared off the
stops.
ball by
Fumbled
Gallagher.
it.
And he's going to get free kick.
Yeah, he gets a free kick.
Sure what?
He got free kick. The umpire called it that he didn't have the ball when he was taken
Oh,
out.
yeah, sure. He hadn't taken possession as they go up to the wing. Big Tom stands, but gets punched over to the top. Matthias Ward, he gets dragged. He handballs. He handballs.
Oh, I thought it was a handball, but he said it
he's
was a
called
throw.
him for a throw. Oh, that's hard. Anyway, here goes Jimmy O'Brien. Pumps the ball into his teammate, Cordy. There's a couple of
bounced
familiar
over
names
him.
from years ago. Pennicott, he backtracks. He puts the ball in a dangerous spot, and they can't quite grab it.
Couldn't quite get it.
But they get it out.
Clear it again.
Ooh, luckily, they've got to keep going. They haven't not
the
quite clearing
ball
this.
is-
The
no.
Blues pressure. Johnson now. He grabs the ball to Faz. Faz pumps the ball into the hot spot for the Blues, and there's a little bit of play off the ball. When the ball bounces down, the Bulldogs are going to
Bulldogs
get
got
out
the
of
ball.
jail here. How did they do that? Far out. They didn't make it easy for themselves.
No, they didn't clear it, and then they were lucky because the Blues, they kicked it over their player and didn't go to them. Their kicking has been a lot better than the Bulldogs. But
Cookie's calling for a free kick. They're all calling for free kicks in the Bulldogs 50, forward 50. It's Fazdo by himself in the middle. And over to Charlton, who's running by himself as well. Good block there. Oh, he got pushed. And it is a free kick, they've called it. So Astridge now with the ball. Astridge pumps the ball down the wing to Steph. Steph inside to Tim Thorne. Tattooed Tim pumps the ball into the 50, but it's going to find out of bounds.
Yeah, it's gone out of bounds. I thought it was going to go on the full there, but it didn't.
Far out this game.
Yeah. It's very frustrating, isn't it? You know, you can see certain things that happen. Ball up anyway by the boundary umpire. And we've got a whistle already for holding back. Yeah.
Matt Johansson, the man of steel, so they say.
Yeah, I've heard him being called Big Popper. What? Now, where's that?
No, that was Andy Heward.
Oh, Andy Heward.
Yeah, and I used to get them all mixed up because there was 3 Baldies out there with Will Evans, and I used to just randomly call them by different names.
How do you get Will mixed up with them? Because he's a lot taller and slimmer than the other two.
I don't know, it was just the bald heads. My eyesight's not what it used to be.
Yeah, well, I can say that about mine too.
Anyway, we're going to get a goal here.
No, we're not. The Bulldogs are going to clear it.
Okay, let's get back to the footy. And the ball comes down into the pocket. Here comes Jimmy O'Brien. Jimmy on his left tries to bump the ball. Benny doesn't quite get it. Benny does now. Eggs Benedict. Oh, goes around the corner but gets hit by a smother. This is going to go into No, it's going to go into a fair. Hello. He got the ball, Faz, and
one of the Charltons is in there trying to get the ball, and he's still going after about 4 attempts there, but the Bulldogs have cleared it out.
Max. Oh, no, it's downfield anyway. Max now. Good opportunity to score. But over to Jared Kleiman. Johnson in front of Johnson. So he's going to come back, let his players get back into position in the forward line. The ball goes high, but comes down to Dan Oliver of the Blues. He's going to pick it up. He's going to slice it forward for Jared.
Kleiman.
He gets the ball on the left.
Downfield. He decided to have a go himself.
He's going to go.
Oh no, it's the bounce. Bounce back.
And it's going to go. No, it's not going to go to the boundary quite. And Connor, with no blue rinse today, gets it back down to his teammate Harpy, but he doesn't quite manage the ball and gets punched forward out of bounds. So good play there in between, up and down the field.
Yeah, Kleiman had the sense there to have a decent go himself there, because obviously his kick through to his forwards didn't work for them because they just, they weren't taking it, and so he had to go himself.
Blues
but
now
didn't quite
on the
get
wing.
there.
Blues once again.
Working it down very quickly.
Yeah, some good handball action here. Harpy again now. He's going to get the ball down low to his teammate in Howie, but it goes through his hands. Jonty Gallagher punches over his head to Kleiman. Kleiman can't quite grab, and it's the JP wheels and goes and finds
out of bounds.
So yeah, good numbers, as I was saying. It's a good crowd over there.
Yeah, it's probably about a couple of hundred, I would say. Do we count the players from the other 2 teams who are here?
Definitely. They're supporters.
Yeah,
well, maybe not supporters. They're supporters of Caffel.
The fact that the Eagles are all standing there, all in the goal box mouth there, rather than going back and relaxing, they're all being goal umpires.
Yeah. So ball up or throw in from the right in the middle of the ground on the far wing, and
it's gone out again.
The players must be getting tired as we've got just under 5 minutes to go in this second quarter. Not too many scores so far in this quarter. 5-4-34, 2-1-13. So I don't think the Bulldogs have scored.
One goal, 2 to the Blues to 1 behind to the Bulldogs. So it's definitely a lower scoring quarter.
Come the Dogs into the 50. And there goes Matthias Ward. Can't quite grab it, but his arms was grabbed. Yes, arm was grabbed in the mark. So Matthias looking for someone. Jared's in the hot spot and by himself. Matthias taking his time. He's pushing everyone back. They've got to go back. And here he goes with the big boot. And there was a jump over the mark. That should have been 50, really. And Porn Star's there. He's juggling the ball tight on the boundary line. Comes off the player and goes over. This is the old school running across the mark. just before, rather than standing the mark, as we've been playing for the last 5 years, the player ran and jumped over the mark.
Are you allowed to jump up, though?
Jump straight up,
Yeah.
but not jump over the mark.
Yeah.
So I don't know what was going on there with the.
Maybe there was a call of a play on by the umpire just as he was about to kick it. And
all right, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt then.
just saying there, we can't hear what's being called out there, so maybe.
Our sight and hearing are gone.
I know I'm stretching it.
Yeah, stretching. But we're back into the centre of the wing on the far side, and once again finding the boundary. It's just like two old bloody boxers just finding the boundary and just hanging on to each other, aren't they?
Yeah.
Nothing's really been, no good plays happened this quarter so far.
No, nothing in this quarter. That reminds me, your son's into Muay Thai. Has he got a bout coming up soon?
Oh, not this time. No, a couple of years ago we had to rush off and he wasn't even on, and then they came back. No, not today.
Not today?
No. He's actually moved to Australia, and he went to the Melbourne Cup on Monday. Tuesday, sorry. Yeah, and he had a great time.
It'd be a bit early if he went on Monday.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to get a good spot.
Yeah, well, he stayed there for 24 hours.
Well, in fact, Henry Russell was the coach of the Bulldogs was there as well. He went to Oasis and then went to the races. So only getting back in town on Thursday, even missed training. So.
Oh, they probably all had it all sorted anyway.
Yeah. Garrett Beck was taking care of things, taking care of business.
Yeah, I don't know how many throw-ins we've had on that far side in this quarter. It must be getting up into double figures now.
There's more boundary throw-ins than points scored. Let me tell you. There you go again.
Another one. Yeah, they obviously are getting tired because they could keep going for the boundary.
Who's your pick for Nicky Dow Award, the best on ground so far? That'd be someone like Faz or.
Well, he's done a lot of running and a lot of picking up area, but
Johnson.
His kicking hasn't been that flash. There's no real standouts at the moment.
There's Charlton again. Oh, there's Dan Howie. Dan Howie's playing up forward, so he's
going to have a go at this.
He's going to kick
not
long. Quite. But there goes Oh, yes.
Great kick. Great take.
What a mark.
That's Gallagher again, isn't it? Yes.
He could be the pick for the Nicky Dow.
Well, he's already got one goal, and he's taken a couple of decent marks.
Rookie of the year. I think his background is probably basketball, and let's find out.
Well, he's a tall man, so yeah, definitely basketball could be in the running for him. Here he goes with the kick. Has it gone in? And waiting for the umpire to call. Yes, it is a goal. And so we are now 6-4 to 40 for the Blues, 2-1-13 for the Bulldogs.
So Jonty, the human scaffold Gallagher, has spent 3 years on the Lincoln University School Scholarship Program as a rugby referee. And his fun fact is set to appear as a crew cast member in the 2026 season of Below Deck Mediterranean.
I've never heard of it. Have you heard of it? Below Deck Mediterranean.
Is it like one of those flash yachts in the Mediterranean? Oh, right.
No, I mean it sounds like you're in the galley or the engine room if you blow deck.
Did Will Evans just stitch me up by making me read that out?
Well, in his defence, he's not here to be able to stop you from making any comments as well. So
he did say it was all true, and I said, "Did you ask their mothers?" And he declined to answer that one. Anyway, there it is.
Half time. The Hooters gone, and. Yeah, we've put that quarter out finally to rest after so many times that it's gone out. Not a lot happening in that, but the Blues have got themselves 2 goals more to put themselves out to a decent lead, 6-4-40 to 2-1-13. So it is a low scoring, but the Blues are in the dominant position at the moment, with a decent old lead of 27 points over the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs need to do something if they're going to be involved in this second half. They've got to get back into it very quickly because the game is starting to run away.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. So we are half-time here in the Canterbury AFL grand final, and it is the Blues leading the Bulldogs by 40-13. Decent old lead here.
You want to interview?
President of the Canterbury AFL, Lachlan Keating, and what are your thoughts on the game so far?
Oh, I think it's been a good standard game. I think the Bulldogs not scoring with the breeze in that quarter could be really costly. I think John D. Gallagher, centre-half forward for the Blues, would be a mile in front in the Nicky Dow medal voting, I would expect. But let's see what the judges say at the end of the game.
Do you know who judges the...
Yes, we've got 3 judges.
We've got 3 judges?
And the 3 judges are all former Nicky Dow medalists themselves, so good judges. But yeah, I think the Bulldogs are going to really want to claw back the margin in this third quarter against a slight breeze.
Yeah, 27 points. They need to close that up.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, that not scoring with the breeze in that second quarter was very poor for the Dogs, and I think they'll come to regret that.
All right, we've also got umpire Matt Corley here with us. Matt, your impression on the game so far?
Oh, I think it's actually been pretty good. The first quarter was probably more free-flowing than that quarter. That seemed to be a bit more stop-start. There's a lot of boundary throw-in, so either the
it
boys...
must have been 15 or 16 in that quarter alone.
Yeah, so they've obviously used that side to take away the wind advantage on this side and open it up from both sides' point of view. So, look, I'm happy from an umpire's perspective. There hasn't been too many infringements that have been argued against. There's always a bit of chatter on the sideline, but that's footy.
Yeah, you get that all the time, don't you?
Yeah.
The people on the sideline like to put their 2 cents worth in. And no foul play, nothing. Everything's been played with a genuinely.
Oh, 100%. No, totally clean. Even off the ball, I've kept a close eye on it, and the boys are doing wonderfully well. They're going at the footy, they're going hard at the footy, which is making for a good spectacle, I hope, on the stream, and then for those at the ground.
Yeah. All right, at the moment we've got the Blues up by 27 points, and that's a fairly commanding lead at half time.
I think they've probably had more of the ball. I mean, I don't. It's funny when you're umpiring, you don't tend to almost watch who has the footy rather than which way it's going. It probably leans towards the Blues have had more of the footy. They just haven't been able to maybe put more points on the board. The Bulldogs have struggled at times to get their footy through to their forward half. Yes. And when they have, they've been outnumbered by the looks of it, and the forwards down there have not had much support. So,
you as umpires during the week have got votes for 3, 2, and 1 of players. So far, what have you seen in terms of the players that have stood out?
Look, I don't want to influence. Well, I'm not influencing anyone, am I, here, unless they're watching the broadcast. But look, I think probably the 1 or 2 from the Bulldogs' perspective. I think Dan Farrer and Kieran Charlton have certainly had a fair share. From the Blues. Sorry, yeah. Dan Farrer and Kieran Charlton for the Blues have probably had their fair share of the ball, and they've been in and around the packs. And the one that stands out for the Bulldogs for me is Steph Van Grooting. I know he came, I think, runner-up in the BNF, so he's just carrying on his good form from the season.
Yeah, definitely. All right, going into the second half, from your point of view, what are you looking for now?
I'd hope that the boys don't get a bit lazy because they're tired. when you get tired as an athlete, you start to get a little bit lazy in some of the cleaner stuff that you've done. So I'm hoping that the footy stays clean, that we don't see, stop-start contests. I don't want to blow my whistle as often because then the footy's being played at a good level, ideally.
All right, well, Matt, thank you very much, and good luck for the second half.
Good on you, Leroy. Thanks, mate.
Welcome back to the Canterbury AFL 2025 Grand Final down at QE2 Park in Christchurch, New Brighton. Well, back into the second half, Leroy. The Bulldogs probably scored 1 point in that second quarter.
Yeah, 1 point. That's one thing that President Lockie Keating, who coached the Bulldogs in last year's final, said that, you know, the fact that they weren't able to score with the wind was a bit of a disappointment to them.
Yes. The Blues getting a good goal. Jonty Gallagher being dominant down in the half-forward line. And looks like he's playing up in the... Oh, no, it's not Jonty there. Where's Jonty being played?
Oh, another bounce by Matt Corley. Not so good, so it looks like we're going to go back to the throw.
Yeah, Jonty playing down at in the forward pocket. So a bit of a weapon down there and a huge punch there from Max. Max gets it over to Matai, but only as far as the blue. He picks it off and slams the ball on the foot and down to the pocket, and it streams forward. But off the ground goes Butler. He pumps the ball over the top. It works out really well. It's Butler. He's on his right. He's kicked it into Jonty Gallagher, the man of the moment. And it's 6 points. Fast goal.
Yeah, that was very quick. Nice take, and then the quick kick straight into the goal mouth. And so, yeah, another 6 points for the Blues. They've gone up to 46 to 13, and that's not the start that the Bulldogs wanted.
No. Isn't it funny? We're just raving about Jonty Gallagher there, and then he steps up and kicks the first goal in the second half. But good work, good fast play. They caught the Bulldogs napping.
They always say in a test match rugby that the first team to score after half time is the one in the dominant position. And that
here they go again.
You know, the Blues are in the dominant position here.
And good work, Pennicott playing in front. It gets the ball down low in front of Cordy. So Pennicott in deep in the pocket for the Bulldogs back pocket. As it goes into the forward, Matai Ward up on the wing, takes a nice strong mark out in front. Wheels and goes right into the middle and finds his teammate in Astridge. Astridge wheels, looks around. Bulldogs streaming forward. It's a 50, is it? Looks like it's been a 50 for probably... Oh, Astridge just goes and he's going to... clear!
Not quite.
What is the call?
It certainly didn't touch anybody, so I don't think there's a hand that's the problem.
Surely he's allowed to play on. He's allowed to... He is allowed to play on.
He is allowed to play on.
He is allowed to play on. He took the advantage. He ran and took the advantage. And
I think because it's a 50, the 50 mark hadn't actually been made.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I'm just trying to... I know in rugby that you have to have a mark, otherwise the referee will call you back.
I think Corley's signalling it should be a goal. So anyway, Jay's going to have a set shot now, which is usually a lot harder than on the run. So here he comes.
Yeah.
Second time.
Here we go. Nice kick.
And
how's it going? Looks good.
Still
Waiting
gets
for
the
the
same result.
call.
2 minutes later. Oh well.
Yeah. So the goal there. The umpire finally calls in the goal mouth. So 19 to the Bulldogs, 46 to the Blues. So that puts it back to the margin that we had at the halftime break of 27 points.
Yeah. So okay, one apiece. Good work.
We need more. The Bulldogs need more though, and they need more of the ball in their hand.
Ball goes up. Charlton
gets his hand to it that time.
Yep. Ball comes down. Kleiman gets met with a shoulder. But big wrap up there from the Blues.
Yeah, not going anywhere
not
there.
Not going anywhere. Steve, make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. Steve Yates.
Stephen Yates, yes.
Charlton now. No, comes down to what's his name? Oren. But Mad Dog gets wrapped up. Corley to ball the ball up again. All the big names in around this ball. Charlton. Oren. Down to Mad Dog. Mad Dog over the top. Johnson now in the fray. Oh, here comes Mick Bewley. Good work, Bewley. Oh, rubber kick.
But that's the worst kick I've seen from him.
And the Napier Blues gets it out. He's kicked it out of bounds on the full. They're going to have a shot from about 60, 70. They're going to have to kick it in ball.
No,
Astridge, it's in the ball's in good hands with Astridge. Good mate. And Astridge to bring the ball in. Are they going to find a target? Here he goes. He's going to kick it low to Max. And Oren Seddon pops in behind in the hole.
No, he doesn't score too many, does he?
Seddon?
No. He doesn't too many.
Been known to, yeah. Kicks a few, not a lot. So,
anyway, sizing this one, he's pretty straight here. We should be able to see whether it goes in from here. Oh, he's off the mark already, but he gets a 1 point.
Yeah.
So that puts the Bulldogs on to 20, and the Blues are at 46.
Ball comes down, half back line for the Blues, but the Blues streaming out. But it's going to come back in for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs heading up the spot. Tom,
nice
once
take.
again, Tom just holds the space, and in behind this time is Nick Bewley, who's a very handy kick.
Hopefully he can kick it better than the one he kicked before.
Yeah, he's not far out this time. He should be able to slot this one.
Yeah, confident young bloke. He would hope that he gets that one from there.
Works on Sky Sports, does Nick. Does some commentary himself.
Yeah, on rugby.
So, kicking the ball and through the big sticks.
Wait for the umpire. There it is. 6 points to the Bulldogs.
Come out.
So, 46-26. Oh, I don't like the idea of 2 fingers coming out.
2 big fingers come out. And the Bulldogs close the gap. So, they're looking a lot more perkier, if that's can be said.
46-26. They're trying to get themselves back into the game, and they really need to in this quarter because that gap was too much. Again, Charlton getting the hand to the ball.
Kleinman,
Oh,
Faz, standing over it.
Yeah, they're both going for it.
Going to be wrapped up, and Kleinman, and the Cawley's going to ball the ball up, not far from the middle of the ground. Cawley up, Charlton up, and ball. Oh, good tackle there. Dumped to the ground, but the ball comes the way of the Bulldogs. Ball goes over the top again, and Bewley, no, it's...
He missed it. It's for the Blues now.
Yep, Geronimo.
Lead down to Farrar.
And in comes Seddon. Seddon now with Mad Dog. Mad Dog handballs on to Kleinman. Kleinman bouncing the ball forward, but gets run into Johnson, who stands tall and just stops the ball, gets it to Butler, pumps it into the half-forward line. Big fly, but no action. Here goes Mad Dog. No, gets it over to his Blues teammate, and it's kicked in by Dan Oliver, and Cordy stands and
he didn't
goals.
need to kick that. He just could have dribbled that one in. He was unopposed.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's a clear goal for Court.
They completely knocked the pad off the point post.
All right, so we're up to 52-26.
A lot more scoring in this quarter than the second quarter. So
26-point gap again. So, yes, the Blues still being quite, holding on to that gap that we had at half-time. And so another ball up in the centre of the restart, this time from umpire Adrian Young. Up it goes, and what have we got here? Charlton again getting the ball to. He's done a lot of work in those ball ups in the middle there.
AC. Alistair Collins now with the ball on the wing. Alistair pumps the ball over the top to his teammate and Steph. Steph looks up. He sees Adrian coming, and no, he doesn't. It goes through. He didn't quite get onto it. Elijah. It's a trip. So it looks like it's going the way of the Blues. Blues went down, and he found to be tripping, so he's kicked the ball up onto the half-forward line. There's a shove under the ball, but he doesn't.
Charlton
doesn't quite get it. Charlton walks through, gets knocked off, but he handballed it before he could get rid of it, and they just leave the ball there and stream forward or stream back. No, you can't play on. Mad Dog's marking. Mad Dog on the mark. Charlton looks up. Sees
almost
a few
like
teammates. Cordy coming. Cordy, no, it's Gallagher. They're targeting Gallagher, but Gallagher's been worked under it.
Yeah, that's unusual. Went over the top of him and went to the player behind for the Bulldogs.
AC now out wide for the Doggies. Gets the ball into AC's hands. AC pumps the ball only in front of himself. Blues comes down on the wing, and there's holding the man. And that's back to the Doggies. So AC once again has the ball. He's going play. Here's the call from Cookie. Pumps the ball down the wing. And it's going to be Max. Max can't quite grab that. And it's going to come down to Connor. Connor without the blue rims. Gets the ball on the right. Pumps it down the wing. Pumps the ball under the hands. But no, it doesn't quite take it. Is the boundary line going to find it? No. Stops dead. Comes back in. Inside for the Blues. Goes over the head again. Pennicott now.
Bulldogs are going to clear it now. He could have kicked that downfield. He wasn't even threatened there from any member of the opposition. But anyway, we've finally got the kick down for Kleiman to run onto, and he has done too. He just went to duck underneath, and he's got no one to pass to. That was Johansson. Bit strange there, play by him there. I thought he was expecting one of his players to be there, but the Blues have got the ball. We're back with Farrar again, who kicks downfield and over the far side. Another player for the Blues.
Bulldogs now come away with the ball. He gets shoved off the ball, but they've still got possession. They pump the ball up the wing, and there's a good bump off the ball. Faz finds the dirt, and Bulldogs have it. He kicks low, tries to find his mate in Matthias Ward. He's going to look around. Is he going to go? He is now. Yes, he wheels, goes, kicks high up into the hot spot, and no, Astridge can't quite grab. Butler can though, and he's going to pump the ball for the Blues out, and it falls into the arm of Steve. Steve gets to Yates, and then he pumps the ball further forward into the Blues forward 50, and it's buzzed. It gets wrapped up in a Bulldog sandwich. It drops the egg like an old egg.
And loses possession
And
as a
loses
result
possession,
of it.
so he's gone. So good end-to-end action here.
Yeah, a bit more action than this one. It's actually a better quarter already than the last quarter.
Premiership quarter, as they say. So the Bulldogs come up the field with Mad Dog taking a strong pack mark. He gets the ball further up the field and finds his teammate who's taking an easy mark. A lot of good kick play here. Bulldogs showing their youth and running around. So over the top of the Bulldogs, Big Tom, not fast enough to get back to the ball, but Connor does. Come away with it, Matthias. Matthias has a shot from 45 and misses everything.
Wide. Yeah, the angle wasn't too good for him that time, but sometimes you wonder whether you want to put it into the midfield or whether you have a go at yourself when you're on those angles.
That's right. 8-4-52, 4-2-26. The Blues have just doubled the score of the Bulldogs. Ball comes back in and they find Gallagher, who's playing way up the field. And Orange Boot goes down the hill. Joe Harpy with the traditional black boots gets his boot onto the ball and he pumps it into the 50. Jack Pennicutt in front gets taken off the ball and taken his head off by Charlton. Charlton believes it was his free kick and Pennicutt.
He's claiming that it should be another 50 metre because it wasn't thrown to him, but it was actually thrown by his own players.
They're going to play on and... Steph gets the call.
A bit wide now. What's going on? The whistle's gone.
They're going to bring it back to Pennicutt.
You're going all the way back to Pennicutt, yeah.
Wow. That was a few kicks ago.
Yeah, that's unusual. Usually they do it before the next one has kicked it.
He was behind the man on the mark. He just wasn't on the line, I believe. So Pennicutt, once again, it's going to be static now. Pennicutt plays on, squirrels the ball up to Jared Kleiman. Jared takes the easy mark. He hears the call. He's going to go for a big kick. Gets the nice punt up into the half-forward line for the Blues. Oh, it's Connor. Well done, Allnut.
Yeah.
He gets the ball. He pumps the ball into the centre of the ground, and standing underneath is Jim. Jimmy finds his way through traffic and gets the ball to Charlton boy. Charlton with the shoulder strapping gets it up to Gallagher. Gallagher gets the ball knocked clear of him. He's still on it,
after it, though.
He grabs the ball, pumps the ball back down, and here goes the Blues. Blues get the ball into the half-forward line. Howie, not quite. Is it Buzz tripping over his feet?
Yeah, it looks like
and
like
Charlton, from the tight in the pocket, missed everything.
Missed everything, so it's going to be wide. And out on the full, is it?
So it's out on the full. It's going to be Bulldogs free. Bulldogs not quite reacting fast enough to get onto this free kick. I think they're going to take it from the middle, but now Astridge, it's not Astridge.
Yeah, no, it won't be Astridge. It's the wrong end of the field for him.
It's the fella in...
Okay, so the Bulldogs trying to clear it out again. Robbie
Wilson. Robbie Wilson kicks the ball across the goals, and now it's Charlton's free kick. Deep in the pocket. He's going to play on. He's going to pop it into the centre of the ground, but well done, Robbie. Once again, he gets the ball. He doesn't muck around. He comes up onto the wing for the Bulldogs, but only as far as Harpy. Harpy's on the half-forward line. He's going to find a target. Ignores
Just looking
Billy.
for one, puts it in field.
Goes up.
And he's looking for Howie, but Howie got one of the Charlton brothers running in front of him and prevented the ball from getting to him.
Back to Howie now. Back to the Blues. And they found a free kick without the ball.
And again,
it is a
it's
Blues.
going to be a Blues kick.
Sean Butler from the Coromandel is going to have a
And
shot
he's
on
going to
goal.
have a shot at goal. So, yes.
What do you reckon? 30
About
metres?
30 metres, yeah. I reckon about 30 metres. Should be easily enough for him to target. It's just a matter of getting it straight. And how much is the wind interfering with it? There's a little bit of a breeze, but it's not that significant today, not like what we've seen in the past. Steve's gone out to have a test of the wind. Let's see what direction it comes from. And the ball, anyway, has gone through and for a goal for the Blues. So it takes them to 58 to 26. So that's now a 32-point lead.
Yeah, the wind has picked up a little bit since obviously it's earlier, but not as much as we've seen, as you said. It is blowing across the ground pretty much.
It's actually starting to pick up a bit more just as
Yeah,
we
just
speak.
as I speak, yeah. So if we do the old grass test and... Yeah, no, she's just going straight across the ground. But
So it's not actually affecting in terms of it's not
No
helping
advantage.
either team. No advantage.
No advantage.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay,
new,
ball comes
new
down to
centre
Steph. Steph gets bounced off the ball. So does Astridge. The ball almost ends up with the Blues. Good work there from Mad Dog. He keeps his feet, gets it on to Matt Clough. Clough gets it only as far as Faz. Need to get more meat on the bones and kick that further.
Oh,
But
he
it's
passed
come back
it
down
back.
into climbing into the half-forward line for the Bulldogs. Nice mark. Oh, not quite. Connor comes away with it. He's been playing good in defence. And
And Johnny
down to
Hall.
Porn Star here.
Yeah,
So
Johnny Hall, now is he going to kick it in?
Jonty pumps the ball up to AC. AC's playing up the ground. Oh, he
he's
gets a
taking
big bump off
bump.
the ball. Charlton boys love it. And Max just skies the ball
It looks like it's out
out
of
of
bounds.
bounds. It's a wasted kick. Yeah, good bump there.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a bump like that throughout the match. So that's the first. Hopefully that's a sign of what's going to happen in the next few minutes of this match.
Blues now with
Trying
the
to
ball.
tidy it up.
Yep, here comes Steve Yates, and Yates pumps it down, the ball into the wing of Butler, and Butler goes inboard to Benny. Benny's playing up the ground. He gets pushed as he kicks, but gets it into the 50. Oh, nice strong mark there by Pennicut over Buzz. He marks strongly in defence. So
Benny playing upfield there, out of position almost from his normal play.
yes, here comes Cookie. Cookie cuts across to the wing,
Johnny
over
Hall.
to Hall, and Hall comes back on his mark.
He's
Clough
looking.
runs around, he ignores, but he goes either longer and pumps it into the half-forward line for Matai Ward. He goes, and he's got a player in the... Oh, they just can't quite
Can't
manage
quite
the
get their
mark
own player.
there. As the Blues, handball out of trouble, and then gets it onto the boot. And he's getting up to the
Down
50.
to Johansson and
Yeah, Johansson. Astridge.
Astridge.
Astridge had a good game. And there goes
here we go,
Harpy.
Harpy again.
Harpy's kicking it free, but here comes Gallagher. Oh, there's Steph. Steph stands true under the ball. He gets a handball away to Clough. Clough goes through his breadbasket. Harpy
again,
pumps the
upfield.
ball up
Now,
the
where's
wing,
that
but it's
gone?
just into fresh air. Here comes the Blues. He gets onto the ball. He runs inside, and he's going to kick. No.
No, it's gone.
Full
not quite.
short, Buzz taps the ball in front. Is he going to wheel and go? He's going to kick it forward, and Butler comes back in off the step.
And that's wide as well.
Out of bounds.
The out of bounds, yeah. The wrong signal from the boundary umpire there.
The goal umpires behind there, or the not the goal umpire, but the proxy goal umpires, were giving the right
different
signal.
Yeah.
Charlton
No,
now.
somebody
Oh, Charlton ran into traffic and hit Tattoo Tim. Oh, there's another Bulldog gone down. Looks like it's going to be some retribution.
Oh, there's the two of them are having a go at each other, Charlton and Tim Thorne. Anyway, the ball's miles upfield and in the hands of the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
They're going for a
Matthias.
goal here. Matthias Ward.
Oh, he's going to run out of
away.
traffic.
He's gone. Taken from behind.
Yes, he's taken
and
from
he's
behind.
lost the
Defensive tackle.
opportunity.
And they've kicked it. They've played on and kicked the ball, but they
Yeah.
called for the 50. They're not going to get it. But that was a great rundown tackle from behind. Matai thought he had all the time in the world.
And then he's claiming that he should have been. He passed it. He claimed he passed it.
Ooh. Big bump in the
Gone out.
middle of his back as he tried to mark the ball there. I think it was
So it's-
Jaden, I think.
Anyway, it's going to
Yeah,
be a
Astridge,
throw in
77.
from Oh, Henry's getting another throw in over in that
Oh,
far
no,
corner.
it's Astrid's free kick.
It's a free kick.
He got bumped.
Barreled
in
out.
the back. So Astridge, he's good use of the ball. Kicks it low. Oh,
But it's gone straight to a blue. That's
Geronimo.
It would have been better if he put it up in some height there.
There's some height up and under there for you. Oh, he's around the neck as well.
Taken by the Bulldogs.
Steph pumps it into the hot spot, and it comes down to Tom Castine. Oh, no. Tom had lots of time.
That looks like it's gone out on the full.
And it's going to be a throw. No, it's going to be...
Out on the full.
Out on the full. Whew.
Oh, did it come off the behind upright too? There, that's what the boundary umpire was signalling. It came off the
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, very sick horn there, signalling 3/4 time. There we go. There's the better one.
Yeah. Give
All
it
right.
a pump.
So 58-26. There we are at 3/4 time, and it is the Blues in control here, up by 5-2. That's a significant lead.
So 18. So they got 3 goals, the Blues, to the
2.
Blues. So the Bulldogs, 2 goals. So they've both got 2 goals each. Is that right?
No, 3-2. 3-2?
Oh, 9. Sure. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. 9-4. 4-2. So, yeah, Bulldogs getting 2 goals, 1, and the Blues are getting 3 straight goals. So...
yeah, and we thought that the Bulldogs might have been getting themselves back into it because they closed the gap, scored a couple of goals, but however, they weren't able to carry it on, and the Blues have pulled away again.
They did look good. Some good passages of play there from the Bulldogs, but unfortunately, the Blues are just really good in defence, and the Bulldogs are sloppy up forward.
Yes, and that's probably it. They're very sloppy. That's the one thing that I've noticed in this game is that it's not getting clearly to the Bulldogs up front. Yeah. And the ones, when they are doing it, there's a lot of loss of ball.
Yes.
Maybe they need to go out and have some catching practice.
A lot of good effort, through the middle. Jaden Astridge working his buns off.
The ones in the middle, the defence, the middle, they're working really hard and being let down by the group up front, which is a bit disappointing.
Cookie having a good game, but just not able to get it into the right hands up forward. Hammett having a bit of a quiet game. He could get more into it. Alistair Collins having plenty of the ball, as is Mad Dog down back. Oh, actually, Jared Kleiman. He's having a good crack.
He's having a good game. Yeah.
But you just can't quite find the players. And for the Blues, we're seeing the Charlton boys being named every second call. Johnson in and around the ball a lot. We had Gallagher,
and
Gallagher, the rookie of the year, stepping up and taking a few great marks. We're also seeing in defence.
And Dan Farrar also is playing pretty well as well for the Blues in the middle.
Yep, Faz is getting around it. Dan Oliver. They're pretty much all playing their parts.
They're doing what needs to be done, and they're shutting down the Bulldogs where they can. They know where the strengths are in the Bulldogs, and they just hold those players, whereas where the weaknesses are, they're focusing on them, and that's where they're causing the mistakes being made, and they get the ball back.
Yeah. It's just always when there's any mistakes made by the Bulldogs, the Blues have them surrounded.
Yeah, right onto it.
Not giving them any room. But it has been a good quality footy. I've really enjoyed the game. It's been played... a lot through the 50 and through the centre of the ground. The defence has been really good, and it's been a quality grand final. The score is not a blowout by any means, but certainly it means that the quality of football that we're watching here at QE2 Park has been quite good for a grand final.
Well, that's what's that? A 2-minute warning for them to go back. Well, we were just about ready for the third quarter too, because the players are running back. The Blues certainly a lot more significant in their run back position than what they were earlier, because they know they've got a good handy lead. Are they going to be able to close that gap at all? I don't think the Bulldogs have got a chance now to, 32 points is just too much, I think, in one quarter.
Well, I think, in the AFL games, I think the golden rule for commentators is to talk up the opposition to keep people watching right to the end, so we can get the most out of our sponsors.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I said the question, can they do that? I think that they can't, but can they do that? It's still out there.
Oh, I'm sure they can. I've got every faith that the Bulldogs will.
Yeah, you're a Bulldogs man, though, aren't you there, Steve?
Oh, come on, that was years ago. It's been 10 years since I was involved with the Bulldogs. But.
Since then. You didn't go to their 25-year anniversary.
Well, yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah, well, that wasn't 10 years ago. Right, restarting quarter number 4, and this is it for the Bulldogs. If they're going to be at any chance of being in this game, they need to score.
Benny.
But again, losing the ball early, and we've got Dan Benny onto it.
Steph.
And we're going to have a ball up. You know, we had O'Brien with Steph Van Gruding. Van Gruding's got the penalty. Kicks downfield to... Who's that?
That's JP. JP gets the ball into the 50, and Tom's
Tom
there.
Wynn,
but
they didn't quite take it again. Not taking the ball.
Yep. And here goes Connor. Connor buries his head.
Bewley
gets the ball, dribbles.
Will it
go? No,
it's
not
wide.
It's a goal!
He did it. Now that's interesting. Yeah, because it looked like he might have got it just before, but hey, the goal umpire's right there to say it went over. It's a goal to the Bulldogs.
It was a race for the ball to get a touch on it, but that's a good goal, good fast goal for the Bulldogs. So there could be a good turnaround here.
58-32.
Could be a good turnaround. Here we go.
All right, they need 5 more.
Corley, throw up this time. Charlton, nice touch, gets the ball back, gets the ball into the 50. Yeah, good defensive mark. Panicat over Buzz. Well done. He's had a good game.
Clearing the kick away, and it's gone over Grooten and down to Collins. Benny's holding the mark against Collins. And we're looking downfield to see who he's going to kick to. Who have we got down here? A couple of players here. Who's that one? Matthias Ward.
Johnson.
He's up forward. But the Blues have
Casper.
come away with it.
Good kick, Casper, into the half-forward line for the Blues. Here comes, it's AC. No, Elijah. Elijah tries to get the ball forward. There goes Gallagher.
Trying to Gallagher again.
Yep.
Showing he's not going the right way with the ball, but he's managed to get the ball himself and then clear it downfield into the Bulls, the Blues, I should say, their territory. I don't know if that's gone out. So we're going to have another throw in there. But
down amongst the crowd.
And you said that's the Blues corner, because that's where they often stay.
It is the Blues corner. There's lots of supporters there for the Blues. Here to see a historic 4th grand final win, if they manage through to the end. This being the last quarter of the
They're in a good chance.
Season. Here comes the Bulldogs standing under that ball. He
Need to clear it.
Oh yes, good leaping mark there from the Bulldogs. They've got to get some player. Anything. Give me something, he says.
Somebody kick too.
He
Somebody
just goes long
into a pack. That's the bunch.
Oh, here we go. Kleiman. Nice little row.
Nice little kick there.
Gets the ball up to Nick Bewley.
Nick
Bewley, get it over the top.
He's got somebody else.
Get it over the top to Jonty.
He's gone for it himself.
Oh, what a goal, Bewley. Great goal, Bewley. He gives it to the crowd. He's done the old rev up the crowd. The crowd go wild. Excellent work.
58-38 now, so we're down to 20. We still need 4 more.
They could get their tails up here. If they could get their tails up,
We saw that in the opening round game where the Blues were quite a distance up at half-time, and by three-quarter time, the Bulldogs had closed the gap considerably and ran past them in the final quarter. Now, they're a little bit further behind in this one.
Charlton now, down out of the middle, drops down, ball bobbles through. Charlton picks it up again. There goes Jimmy. Campbell's for nobody. Only the Steph. AC, get rid of the ball. He pumps the ball. It's only not very far at all. CJ, he kicks the ball back out of defence into the half-forward line for the Blues, but it's met by the Bulldogs, and Faz tries to get the ball. It's all quite messy play.
Knocking it away from the Bulldogs'
hands. Gets the ball into the half-forward line. Here comes the Bulldogs. He should have grabbed that. He just tried to punch, and the umpire's
called a whistle. It's a penalty to the Bulldogs.
Mad Dog's got a free on the half-back line. He goes
Not sure
wide.
what that was for. Did you see what the signal was?
No. Max now steps inside and kicks long down the wing. Up go the boys. and the ball comes to the ground, and in a melee, and the Blues come away, and they kick the ball long. It's going to go to bounce back over their heads. They had a weird bounce of the ball today, not following its trajectory. It's bouncing backwards a lot. And so here comes the Blues deep in their pocket. It's going to find that pocket.
On the boundary again.
Whew.
Yeah, so Blues are back on
Thirsty
attack
work.
again. That's pretty much what's happened for most of the other quarters as well. The Blues have found a way to get themselves back on attack, and it's back to the defence of the Bulldogs to try and clear it for them. And a couple more times that we've gone out, we're going to have one of these quarters where we're going to have the Blues are going to play the boundary, and we're going to have a lot of throw-ins again and slow the game down.
Yeah,
the Bulldogs are on with pace.
Oh, look at that! And is it? Oh no, it's not quite out. But they're able to grab it now, get it back inside, get it back up the wing for the Bulldogs. It goes over the head of the Bulldog there. The Blues try to grab it, and they have. They've got it now, and they've put it back down from whence it came, and a good diving mark there by Charlton. They've got to be in the running for the Nicky Dow Award, one of the Charlton boys. They might cancel each other out, though. Ball comes inside, right to the hot spot. They're looking for Gallagher. He gets crunched. And
there's another one for the Nicky Dow Award too.
Yeah, that's true. And the ball comes to the Bulldogs. They're trying to work their way out of trouble. They are putting themselves in trouble, though. They've got to get this ball
we're going
clear.
out again. So, again, they're playing that little corner. And the Blues are just, they're in territory position. Not necessarily with the ball. And so they push the Bulldogs, and it goes out quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, the ball's coming down now for the Blues. The Blues running away with it, and Stephen... No, it's Oliver.
Oh, no, he's been called for going too far. It's that 15-metre again.
Pushed it. Rule of the week. Don't run 16 metres.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they were getting away with it earlier in the year.
We said, well, they were. I could vouch for that because I was watching it. And I'm thinking, how far is he running with it?
There must have been a call saying, hey, we better measure these steps.
Yeah, so they're going out there with the tape measure and say, okay, this guy's got 15 metres.
Yeah. Okay, so the Blues come away. Faz, he's getting the ball into the half-forward line, but it's going up, and Pennicott is standing true under the ball.
And that's the interesting thing, that the Blues, they get penalised, but they still manage to get the ball and back down into that half.
When they waste a kick like that,
and
coming out of defence, he's giving it back to Faz on the 50.
He's going to go.
He's going to get it off to Dan. And Dan has gone high. It's not going to make the distance. It's going to go wide as well. So 1 more point for the Blues.
1 point to the Blues, so that puts them
Alistair
on
Collins.
59.
AC touches the ball on the ground, kicks it low into the half-forward line. Gets tired, doesn't quite get it. Johnson comes through the middle. Here goes Benny Benedict.
Johnson
Kicks it into Charlton. Yeah. Charlton round, gets the ball into the wing. Here goes Cordy.
Court, no, it's going to go out. Court and Pennicott, that's actually probably a fitting opposition, the two of them, to get up against each other in the upfield.
That's right. Same speed. Oh, good tackle there from Faz. But, and he's called it. He wasn't given much opportunity, but he's called it, and it's Faz's kick on the 50.
Dan Farrar
on the wing.
Kick it, is he? He's just going to kick upfield.
He's going to go in board.
And who's in the middle there? It's a lot of. It wasn't the best of his kicks. Bulldogs clearing it again, but only as far as this.
Hit him in the hair. Faz is having a good quarter. Here goes Jimmy.
Jimmy O'Brien.
Doesn't quite manage it.
No, so
there's a
kick.
Off
the
the
Bulldogs
ball.
get the ball anyway.
Yep.
So we got, was this Mattaya, is it?
No.
Sure downfield. Anyway, and it's gone straight to Dan Benny. And Dan Benny plays on. Puts a kick downfield, and there's nobody there if it goes in.
The bounce! The bounce of the ball!
The bounce of the ball.
Pennicott walks it over.
Behind.
What did we say earlier at the bounce of these balls?
Yeah, it's not going in the direction
They're
that
coming
you want
backwards.
It to. Yeah.
What's it with these kicking actions? All for every player.
Have they gone to the school of Australian spin, have they?
Yeah, that's it. Shane Warne School of Spin.
Yes.
Ball goes high, lands in the lap of the Blues. It's like it's Casper. Casper's going to kick the ball from like 70 metres out. He's going to find a target. And Gallagher is where he's going in that direction, but good mark there by Stefan. He cuts the ball off. Oh, wasn't that a mark?
Yeah, he should have been entitled to have a mark.
Maybe he came off his line. Maybe he was told he's played on. Max now with the ball. Can they find the way to goal? They've got to make up 20 points, 21 points. Right into the centre of the ground. Klein can't quite manage it. It's come down now. And the Blues are playing on. They're playing on and everyone's gone to sleep, even including the commentators. And the ball's... the ball finds
down into the Blues.
Billy Hope.
And he's got about 40 metres to kick here. Now, he is going to have a go at it looking at this. He's lining it up with the umpires. And he's a couple of players from the Blues in the goal mouth there in case he doesn't quite get it right. But here he goes with the kick. It's up in the air. And it's short.
Bounce.
And the Bulldogs now have it. Try to clear
no,
it.
Look out. It's going to be
Clear
dangerous. Gallagher, he wants to claim the mark. It's not gone 15.
No
Cordy, over the shoulder.
And how many times have we seen that from Jared Court? Over the shoulder and through the goal. And yes, the Blues get themselves yet another goal.
Jared Court. What a rover. Very nimble, our Jared Court. You wouldn't think so, but he could be a ballerina. Could have been a ballerina in his day. Very light on his feet.
Well, hey, what's to say he's not a ballerina now?
Oh, I don't like to cast aspersions, Leroy. I'm sure he is a fancy footworker on the dance floor. And
no, he must do something to be able to, because that's not the first time that he's done it over the head.
Yeah, well done, Cordy.
Right, Adrian Young will restart in the middle for the game, and Charlton's again getting hand to it first. Oh, we're going to have to go back to a
didn't have the ball
penalty to the Blues.
Adrian can't make up his mind which way to point. But there comes Dan Oliver.
He forgets which direction the teams are playing, is it?
Oliver after Gallagher.
Right, into Gallagher.
And Gallagher's running away, and he's going to kick it high.
And, well, we can't tell.
No, just one.
Just one. Okay, 71. 71-38.
Well, it's going to come up to... Oh, he just stood underneath the ball, but that's not good enough. And Butler gets the ball over to Astridge.
Astridge gets it.
Good work on over Johnson.
Yeah,
pumps it up the wing.
Not often that Joe Johnson gets intercepted.
Kleiman over Casper, and then he turns and goes and gets it up into the forward line. Tom Caston. No, it's CJ Miller for the Blues. Nick Bewley's looking a bit disappointed. He wasn't in a better position. Miller has had a good game in defence. He spirals the ball back down the field into the centre. Who's going to get to it first? Looks like it's Benny. Stands under it. Benny pumps the ball around the corner over to Butler. Butler onto his right. Just gets it down to Jimmy. O'Brien finds Billy Hope in the pockets. Good bump underneath.
Is it gone out? It's gone out. I think he might have been better off putting it slightly infield, because the taller Gallagher was infield there for the Blues, and if he'd have thought about it, just kicking it a little, a little bit more of an angle infield. Yeah,
made it hard for the Blues forwards. But the ball bobbles down now after the throw in. And Charlton? No, he gets cut off.
Down.
Oh, good bump.
Somebody got thrown under the ground.
Is it? Yes, pushing the back, though, was the call to Steph. Steph's had a great game. He could be a contender. He's had a lot of touches of the ball.
All right, how many times in CAFL history have we seen the losing team get the Nicky Dow Award?
Gee.
Not often.
I'd have to ask a statistician. Morgan, you're in charge of stats.
4 times.
4 times, there you go. What years were they?
Yeah, I don't think 4 even is right, so there's got to be less than that.
You say you just made it up. Billy Hope, great little chest mark. He wheels and goes, and he's going to helicopter the ball into a fabulous goal. Billy Hope.
What a shot.
What a legend. That was a great goal. Well done, sir.
That's a big effort there. And so we're 11-11, 77.
Now, fun fact about Billy Hope, as written by Will Evans, was that he first came to New Zealand as a cast member of one of those male stripper programs.
Really? Are you sure you're not making that up?
That's what was written down. And I said, did you check with his mother?
Yeah, well, his mother probably wouldn't say anything
Billy
like
Hope. First visited New Zealand as part of Thunder from Down Under all-male review. There in black and white.
Yeah,
Thank you, Will Evans. And fabulous goal kicker at that. So, bit of action there in the middle. Someone went without the ball, and the Bulldogs now have it in their forward line. And
the whistle's gone, and it's
they're
going to be
gone
a free kick
downfield, or
free kick to the Blues.
is he pulling out a card? No. Oh, I thought he was pulling out a card. Oh no, they're going to have a conference. There's another conference. Look out!
Two in a match. That's a bit,
So they're gonna-
worrisome.
Downfield is the call. How long we got to go?
Yeah,
5 minutes. 5 minutes to go.
yeah.
Right.
The Blues have certainly pushed out this lead. The Bulldogs got to 20,
Yep.
and then it's gone backwards from there. The Blues have kicked themselves into a winning position with 5 minutes to go, and it looks a bit like they're going right up to about 20 metres out in front of the Bulldogs, or the Blues goal post there. The Bulldogs going for goal. Here we go. And
That's stiff. Oh, that's a shame.
it's wide. And does he get a point for that? Just 1 point, yes. So saying that they needed that is probably gone now for the Bulldogs.
Yeah. They really needed that. But not to be. Anyway, ball's
Cleared
back
out
in
down
for
to
Charlton.
And he's got
At least one of
two
them's got to get
players,
some votes.
Seddon and Kleiman both manages to
Oh!
get the ball back to Farrar.
Handballed off and then stuck the shoulder into Kleinman, who wore every part of that shoulder in his chops. Caught him,
got
wheels and
caught
goes. Look at him go. Gets the handball away. Gets the ball onto Stephen Yates. Yates through traffic. Gets the
Upfield.
ball up. Pups it over the head of Benny. Can't quite manage. Ball falls down. Comes down inside. Oh, there's Benny. Must have been Benny on the other side. Benny, no, here comes Gallagher. Over his head.
Handballs over his head.
Gets over
Benny
to...
got it this time.
Yep, Benny now. He's going to
And
go
what's he going to do
into
with
traffic.
handballs across?
Nice work to
to
Butler.
Butler.
Butler one step,
Here we go,
kicks.
and it's through.
Party time.
Another goal.
It's party time for the
83,
Blues.
38. So we're now well clear. 83-38.
Yep. So 3 goals they've kicked so far in this quarter to the Doggies 2. So the Doggies had some promise early, but until the Blues put the foot down. So good work there through the middle. All the usual names: Charlton, Benny, even Gallagher had a crack.
Yeah,
Ball
another
comes down
handball
into traffic there.
Yeah, we just
Faz.
looks like we're going to have another ball up. So it's quietening down in the middle there because Blues, they've got the handball from the restart, but it's been cleared downfield a little bit by the Bulldogs. But again, messy stuff by the Bulldogs forwards, and it's back in the Blues' hands and running backwards.
Johnson now wheels and goes through traffic. It gets the ball pushed out by Howie and Dan Howie from Otago. Oh, hang on. Oh, there's a melee. There's a bit of thing going on. Quick, get the binoculars out on those. Everyone's getting in and saying, "How's your father?" and "How's your mother?"
They're just
and
introducing each other.
Yep.
Look, by the looks of that, they didn't do it before the game. You've said about a boxing match where they're always on the ropes.
Oh, look out, Henry! The boundary umpire's come over to discuss. He's going to have a chat, and they're going to maybe call the captain. They are. They're calling the captain. Johnson's come over.
How many minutes have we got left there?
140.
And Adrian having a conference there in the middle. There's a bit of a discussion.
Let's just finish the 1 minute 40 and not be bothered with this. They're obviously a bit tired. Nothing really happened.
One of the supporters giving advice over the sideline. Long discussion.
Yeah, too long. There's only a minute 40 to go, guys. Let's just finish the season on a high note. They're all shaking hands, the players, so let's just go. Get on with it.
Well, the Blues are shaking Blues hands. I'm not sure that they're shaking Bulldogs hands just yet. But they're going to pull a card, are they? Gosh.
Well, I don't know. They shouldn't.
Hey, we better replay the tape, Morgan. You rewind there, buddy.
Yeah,
I know we're live, but...
Was there a decent enough whack?
Right, look out. What's he done? He's going to the pocket. No, he's blowing the whistle.
Restart.
And he's going to just pay the free kick.
Bulldogs. Sensibility. Just play the last minute and a half. out and get the game over and done with. The Blues is
Right,
definitely
Johnson coming in for a chat. I don't think there's any cards being called.
No, I haven't
Tim
seen
Thorne's
anyone.
coming in for a chat.
No, I think he's just hanging around. I don't think he's going for chatting. Come on, there's only a minute and a half to go, guys. We haven't seen much in this game, and again...
I think they want to kiss and make up.
Well,
Tim Thorne's shaking his hand, going, where's the footy? Give me the footy. Let's just play footy.
And we've got a goal downfield. So who's that? Number 22. So that's... so yeah, we've got another goal there for the Blues after all of that. So, yeah, so it's opening their lead out to 89 to 38. And are we going to have enough time to restart? As Adrian Young goes back to the middle with the ball to restart the match. And here we go. Ball up. Again. Charlton with the hand to the ball. Farrar going after the ball. He's got it, but he's got also one of the Bulldogs players on top of him straight away. And looks like we're going to have another ball up. Who was the one that scored that goal, that last goal there? Number 22.
Okay, ball comes down, flies into the middle, and the Blues pick it up and gets hold of Faz. Faz gets the ball back, and it's just a free kick to the Bulldogs, who play on quickly. And Pornstar gets the ball further up the field into the 50. Matthias Ward, CJ Miller, doesn't quite grab it. Kleinman kicks it out of bounds.
Right, so we've got another throw-in about to happen. Yeah, no, it's not going to happen.
It's not happening.
The game is over.
Yep.
And it is a win. It is a four-peat for the Blues.
Four-peat, yeah, that's great work. Well done.
89-38. The Bulldogs fought their way to within 20 of the Blues in that last quarter, and then they went backwards again from there, and the Blues have pulled away. So well done to the Blues. 89, so it's, what is it?
13-11, 89 to 6-2, 38.
51-point win.
51. Whew. They blew them off the paddock in that last quarter, didn't they? They got close, but they just put the foot down, and they're just so experienced across all the lines, the Blues. And they're just a bigger bodied and, you know, more talent and that sort of thing. And the Bulldogs, unfortunately, just couldn't match them.
And the interesting thing about the Blues is they aren't a team of stars. They are a team.
Yeah.
And, you know, there are some good players, but there's no... Jay Johnson is probably...
Oh, there's a few stars.
The top. No, not really.
Well, Jay Johnson and Sean Butler is probably one of the best players in New Zealand. Would be, arguably. He's probably in the awards. Faz definitely has won, plenty of awards. Got a lot of award winners in the Blues lineup. Obviously, Buzz been around for a long time and knows the thing to do. And then you got the two Charlton brothers. So they're hard to beat.
Yeah, they work as a team though. That's
oh yeah. They do play for each other.
They work as a team. They don't work as an individual, which is perhaps a little bit of a worrisome case for the other three teams in this competition. Is that they've got some big stars, but nothing in terms of players who work as a team, which is what the Blues have done today. And by absolutely smashing their fourth win in a row, 4 seasons in a row, a big win to the Blues by 89-38.
Well, Leroy, that's been a great call from us, I reckon. It's self-commendation is no recommendation, as they say, but a huge thank you to Evil Stream, Morgan Williams. Yay! Thank you very much for your hard work.
And cameramen around the grounds.
Yes, Chucky Prague and Russ for their hard work, standing on cars and utes and bringing us all the action. Well done, Leroy. Another 4th year running for our commentary of the Canterbury AFL Grand Final. And we're going to wrap it up soon, and we're going to then cross over to our roving camera and go and pick up all the celebrations on the other side. Any final words?
I think the better team on the day won it, because right from the word go, they were in there, they scored goals, they got a 19-point lead up very early on in that first quarter, and they, you know, the Bulldogs, they needed to do something, but they couldn't pull it anywhere near back.
Yeah. Right, well done to the Blues. 4 Peters. Fantastic effort.
First time in CAFL history that we've had a 4-peat.
That's correct. So the dynasty continues for the Blues Football Club. Okay, well, thank you for watching CAFL TV. It's been a pleasure bringing you this year's grand final and also all the Facebook Lives throughout the regular season. We're going to take a quick break and then we're going to cross over to the celebrations on the other side.
Get our captain up, boys.
Jay Johnson, going for the Blues. Sure.
You want me to name them and say, yeah, no, of course. 5 minutes? Yes, oh shit, 5 minutes.
The winning coach, Andrew Leckie, 4th year in a row. How's it? 4-peat.
Yeah, pretty special, eh? I think a couple of teams have done 3 years in a row and we managed to get 4. I think the most enjoyable part is there's a couple of new people, new boys, obviously Jonty, you know, Adam, we've got Butters back. It's just so awesome that the club just keeps building.
Yes, excellent work. You're a little bit hoarse, a lot of cheering from the sidelines.
There was a little bit of that. I tried to behave myself today. I think I was generally pretty good, but yeah, look, you get passionate, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Geez, I think it's going to be hard for the selectors to pick the Nicky Gower. A lot of talent across there. I mean, we were calling the Charlton boys a lot, Gallagher, obviously Johnson.
Faz was in there, right, everywhere. Yeah, completely. I thought the boys, they weathered that last quarter and the first couple of minutes. I thought, here we go. We knew they wouldn't give in. So I loved the way the boys finished off the game. That was, you know, made me really proud.
Yeah, they did well. And you guys are just improving every year. And you're setting the standard where CAFL should be.
Thank you. Well, I just think we have a bit of a rule, right? We get players down to the club and we want to keep them. We want blokes to know that there's more to life than footy. We do that well, we win, but in actual fact, we get behind one another as mates and as a community.
Excellent. We're going to enjoy the celebration.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Cheers, Dean.
Well, there you go. 4-peat. They're pretty hard to beat. We zoom around the side here. We can see all the Blues celebrating. And have a look at this crowd. Amazing crowd. There's some good numbers here. Come down to and we're going to have the awards ceremony probably fairly soon, if they can attract the attention of a few of these players. But I might be able to grab, while we're waiting, let's grab Dan Benny. Dan, can we have a quick word on live? Well done, Benny, good work.
Thank you, mate.
One or 2 goals?
You always manage to get me on camera.
Yeah, I know. This year you haven't got half your face sliced off.
True. Just 1 goal.
1 goal.
Sprayed another one out on the full.
Yes, well done.
That's all right.
Good effort.
Thank you.
What is so special about the Blues? You keep coming back. You've won the 4P. What's going on?
Oh, just a group of guys and the amount of buy-in from everyone, I think. I've said it to you the last couple of years. Lecky's created like an awesome culture and everyone just wants to be part of it, and we all play for each other, which is a bit of a cliche, but it works for us.
And now you've in the past been driving from Dunedin and from Westport.
And Westport, yeah.
Now you're in town.
I'm based in Christchurch, which is saving me a lot of petrol, that's for sure. Yeah, and I can actually train on a Wednesday, which is nice.
Yeah, excellent. Well done. Looks like we're going to have the awards night now. Awards ceremony.
Who's your pick for best on ground, Lewis?
Oh, well, far out. It's hard.
Big man John T for me.
Yeah. Gallagher's on there. Well done. So yeah, there's a pick. They all want to know who the Nicky Dow Award's going to go to. So let's see.
Look, maybe no
that's like very special. Yeah, I think you won like 80% of that, mate. Every time it was just a little touchdown. I was like, oh shit, that's what you do. Hey, Henry. Congratulations, mate.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, look, I don't think we were like bullied off the ball or anything, but they just kind of had the numbers around it.
Yep.
I think we had some unlucky opportunities in the start. Those first couple of quarters, they had some goals that probably shouldn't have been goals or something like that. But those things happen. It's how you kind of, you take on the pressure. And
you turned it on in that last quarter. You seemed to get a lot of momentum going. I think you got a couple of goals in early, and I thought it was going to turn. But
we were looking pretty hot at the start of the quarter. So I made a change up to the board and just tried something a bit different, and it looked like it was about to work. But whether who knows whether they just got a bit of a G up as well or something like that. But those things happen in that sport. That's finals. I mean, for us to be in the final this year is a huge effort for us.
Yes.
Having 15 plus new guys through the year, it's a huge effort.
Yeah. And it was a good standard of footy. What you're putting out there,
it's fantastic.
When you guys linked up, you could see that there's a good future for the Bulldogs in the play that you've got.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, ideally we keep it, we keep the team through and we roll on into next year and we go from there.
Any luck?
Yes, but I couldn't have done it without the team. The lads are very, very vocal, and they help me out a lot. I could have, and I wouldn't have coached them this year if I didn't think that we could have went all the way. Yeah. We got close. The scoreboard doesn't reflect what happened. Yeah. Really thankful to the lads and the team for showing up every week. And
okay, well, it looks like we're going to cross to the awards ceremony now. So, commiserations. Have a good celebratory night anyway.
Yeah, I think we were pretty lucky.
Have you got your ice hockey kit?
Over there, boys.
Irish.
Yeah.
Bring it in! Tom! Johnson, bring it in!
Oh my God, just give us that fucking
Sorry, lost.
Probably the best game you played, mate. Langus, can you whistle?
Yeah, I want to yell. Yep.
Righto, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, doggies!
First of all, cracking game of footy, really great standard, and congratulations to both teams. And it's been broadcast globally thanks to Evil Stream, so you're all global superstars. Got a few thank yous to go through for this season. So first of all, to our beloved umpires, thank you guys. Hardest job in the world, thankless, but we all appreciate it. To the committee, who do a lot of work behind the scenes. thankless task, but they put the work in each week and all year to make sure that the season can go ahead. So thanks to all the committee members who are here and watching online. Where is Simba? I saw him in his underpants running at half time. I hope he's still around. Good to see you got your clothes on, Simba. Thanks for the sponsorship with the broadcast once again. I think it's about 4 or 5 years in a row. Thank you very much.
Well done.
To Streams, great stuff, mate. Great to have you doing the game again. Great stuff, thank you. To Life member Langers, who coordinates the broadcast and today as well. So thanks again, Langers. It's another well. Sponsors, again, cost money these and on. So thanks to Pulse Energy, MTF Finance Northern, Ray White, New Brighton and Geeks on Wheels. Thanks very much. Christchurch City Council, don't know if they're here, but they do a good job in the grey player, marking the lines and the posts and so forth. I think there's only one concussion this year that's related to the surface, so that's an improvement. To Buzz does all the coordinating with the council in the background, so yeah, it's a hard job. So thanks, Buzz, for that. To Kaito, over the back, the physiotherapist who looks after you blokes with your old calf muscles. All right, we have the best on ground medal is the Nicky Dow medal. For those of you who didn't have the pleasure to know or play Nicky, he was a guy who played for the Bulldogs and for New Zealand and for Canterbury back in the 2009 to maybe 2011. Wonderful kid, great player, and always played well in big games. But tragically, he lost his life in an accident in about 2013. Great mate of Steph's, but yeah, the medal is named after Nicky for good reason. And we've been fortunate to have a very good committee of judges for the Nicky Dow medal today, chaired by New Zealand captain Andrew Howson, who will now present the medal.
Won't muck around. Nicky Dow medal for 2025 goes to Kieran Charlton.
So if you words get it coming,
yeah, it was a good game. A bit hot for it, a bit hard for it, but it's footy, and best luck for next year, lads. Sweet.
Okay, coaching's a pretty thankless task, and it's not a great place to be on a losing side in the grand final day. But we'll ask Henry to come and say a couple of words.
Yeah, right. Firstly, thanks to the umpires. All your efforts every week. It's really appreciated. Committee as well. Can't do it without you. Onto the game. Yeah, I'd say we're really fortunate to be in this position with the team that we've got, and it's really, really cool that we've been able to build up and go through and make it to the final. I think we've earned that. So full credit to us. Couldn't do it without the lads in the team, real player-run team, and everybody's real bought in for this year. And yeah, it's awesome. The results speak for itself. Blues, congratulations! What a dynasty, eh? What something to create. It's something to be really proud of. On to next year. Cheers, guys.
We'll now present the winners' medals, followed by the Premiership Cup. I'll invite Andrew Leckie to come up and accept his medal, and then invite his players.
Thank you very much. That over there. Righto. All right, well, I don't know what your numbers are, so we're just going to go for names. All right, boys. Fazzy, let's kick us off here, please, mate.
Thanks, Phil.
Well done, brother. J-Man, come on, 150. Butters, let's go, mate. Fuzzy. Yeah. Dan Benny, not many. Cordy.
Thank you, mate.
Joe Harpy. Matty Little. Matty J. Geordie. Joey. Casper. Jay. Adam. Dan Howie. Connor. To the oldest rookie in the game, Yatesy. Dano. Billy Boy.
Thanks, brother.
DJ. Jimmy. Joshy Charlton. Keza. And to 202 centimetres, 96 kilos of athleticism, Jonty Gallagher. Say a few words? Yeah. Sorry. Call out to the Bulldogs. 3 years in a row, I thought the standard footy today was awesome. The way you never gave up, your intent for the footy, your toughness, your skill. I was asked before the game who we were watching and I rattled off 10 names because you play as such a unit, boys, and it's really awesome to see. You were in the game the whole point, right? Just at the end, it just got away. I've been lucky enough to say it the last couple of years, stick together and keep building, and by golly, in a couple of years, right, you're going to be up here. So sincerest congratulations, an awesome game, boys. So poor of me that I should have thanked all of the committee and the umpires. Again, without them, we don't have a game to come out here. Matty and Adrian for running in the centre all over the place in 25 degrees. Our committee for all being here. Again, a massive thanks to the committee, the sponsors and the whole association. Thanks.
Enjoy. Yeah. Joe, you speaking or not?
There we go.
1, 2, 3. Get a hold of it, boys. Tastes good. Come in, kids. Kids. Preston, get in.
All right, we got everyone?
Yeah. I think so.
All right, guys, 2, 3, 2, 1, just start doing
When to do 4 to remember which guy to watch each year? Always when you're looking at it. Yeah, that's the same.
didn't have to worry about the jersey, mate, did we, eh? I told you.
Morgan?
Yeah.
We're going, still rolling. Looks like we are.
Bye. Andrew.
Oh, sorry, Ash. Bye-bye, thank you.
No, we got one.
Do you want to do a wrap up?
Yeah, we'll do a wrap. Yep. Okay. So there you go. Canterbury AFL season 25 all wrapped up there with the Blues once again being dominant in that grand final. The Bulldogs were coming fast at the end. They just didn't quite have probably the maturity, maybe the body size and maybe skill that couldn't quite finish the job. Blues, once again, as we've heard from the different players and coaches and people associated with the club, just got a great club culture. They'll go back and have a great party tonight at one of their sponsors, either Moon Underwater or at the pub down the road. I can't quite remember the name, but anyway, it's a fantastic club culture that the Blues have built over many years. No wonder they're so successful on the field. But it's been great bringing you today's game and also all the games throughout the year. And so big thanks to Evil Stream, Morgan Williams, to Russ Land and Chucky Prague, our cameraman, also to my fellow commentator Leroy Grenaway for a great day out. Enjoy your footy. We'll see you back here next year.